You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
Coach Malachi Williams.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? It's that boy, Coach Malachi, in the building. And we're back. True Media Podcast. We back up in this BI. Making sure we got Instagram on right quick. We back up in this BI. Man, salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Yeah, again, I don't know what's going on with people's names in this chat. I know in the other channel, everybody's names look fine, but I don't know what's going on. That's above my pay grade. You get what I'm saying? Just know that I didn't do it. Let's see. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Just know that I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You dig? So I'm sitting back. You know, y'all know me. I sit back and I watch, I be watching a lot of non-boxing content as of late. You know, let me do this. A lot of different podcasts. You get what I'm saying? And I told y'all, I think I told y'all all this shit is kind of like the same. It's very, very, all of it is the same. It's all entertainment, tabloid, gossip. Tabloid is gossip, stuff like that, right? No matter where you go, whether it's the manosphere, whether it's boxing. I don't know about MMA. I haven't been in MMA. But whether it's boxing, whether it's the divestment movement or whatever group that's out there in the realms of the matrix, social media, it's all the same shit. Celebrity gossip, tabloidish, anybody, because now a lot of these guys, again, like a lot of these fighters, no one really knows. No one knows them. No one knows them. I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. Outside of the boxing, outside of the realm of the boxing world, nobody knows these guys. When I say these guys, I'm not talking about the mega stars. I'm not talking about the Terrence Crawfords. I'm not talking about the Canelos, the Anthony Joshuas, the Deontay Wilders, and so to speak, in America, the Errol Spences. I'm not talking about those guys. Those guys are not the norm. I'm talking about the niggas under them. I'm talking about the dudes under them, right? And even some of the, and even some in that group, and even some fighters that's in that group, motherfuckers don't know who the hell he is. Outside of a boxing event. Just being honest with you. True. But we finna break some shit down. I sit back and I see all the bullshit going on with the Terrence Crawford haters and niggas hollering about he on steroids and he on this and he on that. It's amazing. It's coming from the same jigaboo niggas who ain't never liked him. Ain't never liked them. Black niggas, jigaboo niggas, buck dancing, chicken George ass niggas. Sambos is what I call them. Scandalizing a nigga name, dismerchifying a nigga character with no proof. True, true, true. Motherfucker just lying. Clickbaiting. I hate Terrence Crawford YouTube channels. The same niggas, the Fagnons, the She-Goes, the Janitor Farties, the whole business. It's the same niggas. Listen, the same group of coon ass niggas as always been. Coon, one big coon by y'all. Shit, I was like, man, some of these motherfuckers, y'all got to start doing what Donald Trump do, and Jay-Z do. You got to start suing motherfuckers for defamation. True, true, true. Them lawsuits gonna stop all that shit. Lawsuits gonna stop all that shit. One thing I said about Jay-Z, but Jay-Z suing nigga quick. He suing nigga quick. Anyway, let's get into the show. Shout out to Big Mason. Mason, what's going on, fam? Shout out to some of these names have been changed, so y'all please forgive me. Shout out to Clint Cummins. Shout out to G5. Dr. Mario, salute. Shout out to Ricky. Ricky, what's going on, brother? The Natural. Shout out to the Natural. Tony Montana is in the building. Mr. Kendall Price. Mr. Tomato Can. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Tomato Can. Like for real though. You get what I'm saying? Mr. Tomato Can said he loves saying he on snack. These fools actually talking about he on steroids. I heard that was somebody sent me. He said, why my name changed? This Superman. Hey, man, Superman, brother, I have no idea. I ain't did nothing. I'm telling you right now. I ain't did nothing. I mean, to the point to where Crawford posted his drug test results. drug test results. Posted them. Now, the crazy part about it is this. It's all niggas that's doing this. That's one. The same niggas who, the aerosexuals, they come from the aerosexuals, the pro-PBC, it's that whole shit right there, right? The crazy part about it is this. It's two fighters fighting September the 13th. Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. Out of the two fighters that's fighting, ain't but one of them ever popped dirty for a PED. True. The dude who never popped dirty get all the hate and the lies and the dispersification campaign. The dude that's popped dirty, everybody radio silent. To this day. You can't make this shit up. Anyway, let's get into the show. Shout out to Big John. Big John, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Daniel Agnew. Superman flying through the say today. Salute to you, fam. It is what it is. As my mother told me a long time ago. R.I.P. to Betty Jean. My mama told me this. She say, son, if a motherfucker don't like you, it ain't nothing that you can do to make him like you. And that's what it was telling us. Like the same niggas who hated them yesterday, hated them today, them niggas gonna die. They gonna catch a stroke hating this man. But it's one thing to hate. But when you just outright just making up lies, salacious lies, you just making shit up because you don't like a nigga. Just because you don't like a nigga don't give you the right to just lie on a man's name and make a nigga up. And man, it is, you know what I mean? Scandalize a man's name and dismerchify his character. While hiding behind a computer, never leaving your house. Because we know you niggas don't go nowhere. And if you did went somewhere, you wouldn't go in his face doing that. Like these some old, I can't curse. These some old meat gobbling down to the base, hands gripped around the ankles, dry, no Vaseline. You can fill in the rest of the blanks.
True.
Lord. Anyways, let's get into the show. Now, I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna do an entire show on that subject matter. That's gonna be an entire show right there. Anyways, America's fall from boxing glory explained. Oh, I gotta explain this here. And Turki Alashikh is not to blame. Now I know what y'all saying. Y'all saying, Coach, the man sit back saying, "Goddamn it, doggone, you taking up for Turki Alashikh, Coach? How much money they paid you?" I can promise you they ain't paid me a goddamn thing. And if they did, I would tell you. Because that would be something to brag about for me. I stuck them up for the bag, y'all. I got them for the bag, y'all. I stuck them up for the bag. You get what I'm saying? I got them. No, I ain't sticking them up for the bag. Again, I ain't run. Listen, I haven't ran off on the plug yet.
Ran off on the plug twice.
If the plug ever put it in my hand, I'm running off.
Ran off on the plug twice.
You can believe that.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
You dig?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable.
If your style is impetuous and your defense is impregnable, let me y'all let me know by giving me a raise of hands.
I say what I say, and I deliver it.
If your style is impetuous and your defense is impregnable, you know what I mean? Let me get an amen.
That's wrong, isn't it? That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
But niggas say some shit like that. He hot. I think Mike was. I don't know Mike was. I know Mike said this. I know Mike said this after a fight. But I'm like, boy, he had to be high during that fight right there. You know what I mean? This motherfucker saying shit. Mike, hey, look, yo, there's a lot of words I did not know until I heard Mike Tyson pronounce them. God, what he said? You know, listen, it's two people I learned big words from, right? Well, three people. Farrakhan, Mike Tyson, and Don King, greatest promoter of all time.
To this day,
Don King.
but this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
Listen, I heard Don King say, I never heard of this word before until I heard Don King say it. He say, he say, I dare the white media, you know what I mean, to dismertify my good name, scandalizing my character, you know, making me look like something that I am not, mischaracterizing me. This is an injustice to the American way of life. You know what I mean? This is all about freedom. This is all about freedom, justice, liberty, and equality. So he said something, right, bruh. He said that right there, bro. The man, I was sold.
To this day,
I was sold right there.
True.
Nigga Don King, nigga. Yeah. He said you forgot T.I. No, I ain't talking about no T.I. That T.I. wasn't even around. T.I. wasn't even around when I was younger. You know what I mean? But yeah, but you get what I'm saying? Scandalizing a nigga name, dismertifying my character. You get what Hey, shout out to Brandon. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Scandalizing a nigga good name, man. I heard Donkey say dismertify. Damn, what that nigga said? Dismertify? What the fuck? I ain't never heard of no word like that. How to spell that? This nigga said dismertify. I heard Donkey say that shit. Hey, it is what it is, man. Dismertifying, scandalizing a nigga name, dismertifying a nigga good character, man. We ain't going out like that, man. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? It gotta be a price to pay. Listen. When you scandalizing another man's name, meaning just making up all kind of falsehood about him. When you scandalizing a nigga name, it has to be some type of price to pay for that. Like in society, we gotta have our own law. Like our own law, right? Shout out to Hollow Davis. Shout out to Highlight Space, Arnold Brown. We gotta have our own law, right? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Listen, anytime somebody get out of pocket and they scandalizing a nigga name, the smirchifying of your character, you know what I mean? It got to be a price to pay. We ain't got to call no police or nothing. You know, we got to listen. We gonna have to listen. We're going to snatch this motherfucker up, duct tape him, throw him in the trunk. Throw him in the trunk. You know what I mean? I rebuke this slander in the name of the law. You know what I mean? Sweet land of liberty. You know what I mean? This is the smirchification campaign by my open enemy, Bob M. You know, the smirchification, and scandalization, you know what I mean, without authorization and misreputation, you know what I mean, of the devastation without hesitation. You get what I'm saying? This one free nation, you know what I mean? Hey, you already know. Hey, guess what? Hey, Dr. Mario, when they come in there talking, use all them goddamn fancy words and adjectives and stuff. Say, yeah, wait, this nigga full of shit. He a scammer. Anyways. As I sat here earlier today, trying to think about what I wanted to discuss for today's show, I realized that there was really nothing that would interest the fans. Now, because we got whole ass niggas hollering about Crawford on this and that and yada, 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 yada. Man, don't post the drug test results. I would sue them niggas for just coming out lying myself. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? When lawsuits start flying, that's when this shit stop. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, so I'm sitting back, I'm like, that shit, I ain't interested in that shit. I've been getting a million text messages from certain people. I just say that I've been getting a million text messages from certain people. I get people hit me up from everywhere. You know what I mean? A lot of shit. I have my hand on the pulse. I know what's going on these Boston streets. I know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, if it interests me, I'll talk about it. If I'm not interested in it, I don't talk about it. That's just me. You get what I'm saying? Because I like this shit. This shit right here is just same old. You get what I'm saying? As the world turns, days of our lives, especially over here in America. I can't speak for the UK. I think in the UK it's different. I think in Japan it's different. But I can tell you over here in America, boy, Lord, I'm finna bring this thing home real good today.
True.
Finna bring it home real good.
True.
I can promise you that. We finna bring it home today. As I said before, then I asked myself why. Then I asked myself why. Now I'm gonna go back and read what I first said. As I sat here earlier today trying to think about what I wanted to discuss for the show, I realized that there was nothing that would interest the fans. Then I asked myself why. The why is the $1 million question. The decline in the mainstream media popularity of American boxing has several interconnected causes. We're talking about boxing in America. America's fall from boxing glory. I'm finna break this shit down. And most of you will probably agree, unless you just want to just argue, just be arguing. I don't argue with niggas about their opinion. While boxing still has a strong fan base, boxing still does have a strong fan base. Its cultural dominance in the U.S. has faded compared to its golden eras of the 1940s and 90s, right? 1940s through the 90s. America used to be the Mecca of boxing for years. Y'all remember that? But in 2025, things have changed. So I've decided to find out why. And this is what I have discovered. I've discovered that I've come to the conclusion myself that there are 7 reasons. Could be 10, could be 15, could be 20. I just found 7 that blaringly stood out to me. Let's go. Here are the 7 reasons that American boxing has fallen off a cliff. Fragmented championship system. Do y'all know what a fragmented championship system is? Let me read it to you. Too many belts in organizations. The WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, plus newer sanctioning bodies confuse casual fans as well as hardcore fans, which there ain't that many hardcore fans in boxing no more. I think they ran off. It's done. I'm telling you, I know a lot of niggas love boxing. They don't even watch it no more, bro. Like I'm talking about, I'm like, damn, you get what I'm saying? Unlike in the past, right? Unlike in the past, when one heavyweight champ like a Muhammad Ali or a Mike Tyson ruled, today multiple world champions exist simultaneously. You got three different versions of listen, you got Rolly Romero running around saying he is a 3-division world champion. Now he got the 140. We know how he got that, but he was the champion there. And he is now elevated. He got a belt fella the nigga lap, and he went to welterweight, beat Ryan Garcia for an interim belt. Terrence Crawford, hold on, for an interim belt. Boots announced that he was moving up to 154. So I think he dropped the WBA belt and the IBF belt or something of that sort. And Rolly Romero was elevated to the super champ. This man became a champion on accident twice. But Rolly said he's a 3-division world champion. Guess what? Guess what belt he's counting at 135? Because that was his first division. He's counting a what it wasn't even a WBA interim belt or something. I think it was an interim belt he had or yeah, something of that sort. He count the interim belt as him being a champion. So let's continue. Fragmented championship system. Too many belts, too many organizations like the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO. Plus fewer sanctioning bodies. Well, no, plus newer sanctioning bodies confuse casual fans and hardcore fans alike. Unlike in the past, when we only had like one heavyweight champ, like Muhammad Ali, and that it was very easy. Well, it wasn't easy, but it was easy to become undisputed in that time. You ain't have about 1 or 2 belts, and if you had the one belt out there, about 1 or 2 belts, that's it. And the original belt is the Ring Magazine belt back in the day, before any of the sanctioned bodies, right? So, yeah, so now everybody their mama a champion. Every time I look around, I see 25 different versions of the WBC belt, 15 different versions of the WBA belt. And we talking about in each weight division. You get a belt, you get a belt, you get a belt. Like everybody a champion now. It's a nigga riding right. Somebody just Amazon came to my house not too long ago. Amazon delivery driver, he a boxer. He had his championship belt around his neck. PapaJohn.com belt. He delivered the box. I told him, I said, what's up, man? You box? He said, yeah, man. I said, who you with? He said, I'm the champ in the welterweight division. I said, the champ in the welterweight division? Wait a minute. I said, Boots there. I said, yeah, Boots, he was there. He had the WBA and the IBF. Let's see, Rolly Romero got the WBC now. Well, no, Mario Barros got WBC, and Rolly Romero now got the WBA. I mean, I think the WBA or WBO. Something I forgot which one Rolly got, but he got a belt, right? He like, no, I got the other belt. What belt that is? Which one that is? Yeah, I got the WBC belt, but it's the other belt. Well, hold on, Mario Barros is a WBC champion. Yeah, he is, but I'm the other WBC champion. True. That right there is a killer. Oh, but I'm not finished. Fans struggle to demonstrate who the true best fighter is in each division. You want to know why they fans struggle to determine who the best fighter is? Because you got niggas online arguing for their favorite fighter why he should not fight the other top guys. True. I told y'all today's boxing in America is funny in the mud. Listen. They put their fighters in the windification program. They get mad at other fighters who calling their fighter out. Why you calling my fighter out? Nigga, you clout chasing. You ain't fought nobody. Who your mama is? How many Instagram followers you got? Do you have any videos that went viral? Like these dudes online, when these niggas be arguing about they be throwing digital hands, shooting digital bullets. I'm like, bro, fam, what does this have to do with the best fighter fighting the best fighter? True. Nigga, don't be calling out my fighter. You better not come to the fight. If I come to the fight, what? Okay, when I come to the fight, what? Yeah, you gonna find out what when I get there. Then when you get there, I see Mr. Tomato Can, man, him talking. We talking about, look, man, where these niggas at who say they you better not come to the fight, coach. Where they at? Say, man, I don't know. I'm here at the fight. They not here.
True.
These niggas ain't never there. They're never there. Never. But digitally online, they everywhere. Tougher than the mug. All right. Anyways, number 2, lack of an American heavyweight star. We ain't got no stars. Back in the day, the heavyweight heyday in the 90s, 80s and 90s, we had Larry Holmes. Trevor Burbick, Tim Witherspoon. We had, we had Big George came back out of retirement. Big George Foreman. We had Evander Holyfield. Iron Mike Tyson. You get what I'm saying? We had what, Tony Tucker? When we had Tibbs, we had some, you get what I'm saying? What's my main man name? I forgot his name. Bone Crusher. You know what I mean? Bone Crusher Smith, and we had all that, right? Then the 90s came up. We still had Iron Mike Tyson. Then Evander Holyfield coming out of cruiserweight, the real deal Holyfield. Riddick Bowe, Big Daddy. We had Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis beat every American heavyweight. He wiped out America.
True.
Nigga, we had Michael Moore, Ray Mercer. We had David Tour, Ike Bill Buche. We had it was popping, baby. Everybody wanted to come to America and fight. Prince Nassim Ahmed was over here. Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Girl, was over here. My main man Tito Trinidad, the baddest Puerto Rican to ever put on a pair of gloves. Him and Hector Camacho. You get what I'm saying? Nigga, we even had White Chocolate. We had Tommy Morrison. R.I.P. to Tommy Morrison. Yeah, Michael Dokes and all of them there. You get what I'm saying? We had all of that. Then, historically, heavyweights drove U.S. boxing's popularity. Facts. Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Holyfield. We always had a hell of a heavyweight, right? But after the early 2000s, the Klitschko brothers from the Ukraine dominated the division. Vladimir Klitschko was probably one of the sorriest reigning heavyweights I've ever seen. Bruh, the heavyweight division fell off a cliff. Once he got the belt, it was over with. That's when everybody my age stopped watching boxing. They stopped watching boxing right there. But then, then we started back watching it because of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was our only saving grace. Nigga, we still got Floyd. Floyd brought the attention to the lower weight division. Yeah, nigga, we got Floyd now. We listen. We had Floyd. We had Floyd. You get what I'm saying? After the early 2000s, the Klitschko brothers from the Ukraine dominated the heavyweight division. Later by European or UK fighters like Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. So America don't dominate nothing in the heavyweight division no more. The Ukrainian got that now. The Ukraine don't came and got that. First it was the Klitschko. Now it's Alexander Usyk. Literally. The U.S. had Deontay Wilder. Now we had the bomb squad now. we had Deontay Wilder now. We had Wilder. You get what I'm saying? The U.S. had Deontay Wilder, but he didn't fully capture the mainstream attention outside of his hardcore fan base. Wilder was more of a manufactured champion who benefited from great matchmaking. That's the truth. That's the truth. Now, we love the bomb squad. We love all of that. The only thing messed me up about Wilder, I said, well, look, man, bro, see, I'm gonna tell you what happened with Wilder. Wilder was doing good. He was doing good until he hooked up with the LDBC.
True.
Bro, when he started pandering to them niggas, when he started pandering to the Fagnons, the Shigos, the the LDBC, when he was trying to be their king and their leader and all that stuff there, I'm like, oh my God. Well, when he did that was the end of everything. The end of everything, right? I'm like, man, anything, cause anything these niggas run with lose. Like, you get what I'm saying? And bro, I'm telling you, niggas attacking me and all that stuff there and all that. You got yada 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 yada. Then, he ended up. He was doing good. They had all them bombs lined up for him.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
He was hitting these dudes and one hitter quitters, knocking them out, dropping them, getting them out of there. Then he had a scare. He had a scare when he fought King Kong Ortiz, the boogeyman of the division. Motherfucker manufactured boogeyman. I ain't never seen a boogeyman nobody was scared of. Anyways. Yeah, they had Ortiz. Then he messed around and met that 6'9" pirate. Ahoy there! Shipping me timbers! Bend the anchors, maydays! That's not a man that comes from me pappy's loins that can make the dipstick hang! Bend the anchors! Get the shandays! Yeah, that nigga there. Ran across him. First fight was a draw. Second fight, he got the brakes beat off of him. The third fight, he got put to sleep. Got stopped twice. So that listen, when Tyson Fury did that ended. To be honest, that ended. And I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, that ended us, right? That ended Zamunda, Wakanda, the Pan-African movement, all that was dead. Once he did that, right? Zamun, all that, right? Yeah, I mean, you get what I'm saying? So I mean, that's pretty much it as it relates to that. The rise of competing comeback sports. This is another thing. Number 3, another reason why American boxing has taken a dive is done. You got sports like the UFC, MMA. They stole much of the younger audience. A lot of the younger audience, the comeback sport they watch is UFC. UFC offers undisputed champions, stacked cards, and clear matchmaking. No months of who's ducking who. Nah, he ducking my fighter. We called him out last year on Halloween at 3:35 in the morning, and the man ain't even reply back. Look at this tweet right here. He didn't reply back to the tweet. This is proof he ducked.
True.
Well, my fighter don't need to fight him now because he had his opportunity. He had an opportunity to fight him last year, and now so we ain't got to worry about now. He got to get in line now. Wrong side of the street. Butts and seats. Cash cow. Sign the contract. You get what I'm saying? We got inundated with that as well, right? Boxing cards often feature one main event with the weak undercards, except when Don King was the promoter. While the UFC have pretty much have multiple high-level bouts per event. Is the UFC perfect? No. However, the UFC fan base is growing, while American boxing has fallen off a cliff. Pay-per-view and accessibility issues. Another reason what destroyed doggone American boxing. U.S. fans have become frustrated with $75 to $100 pay-per-views and fights on different platforms. 1 minute it's on DAZN, it's on ESPN, it's on Showtime, PBC. Well, Showtime goes on, but you get my point. Historically, boxing has pretty much always been on free TV or on HBO or Showtime. We know HBO folded, now Showtime is going. Follow suit 5 years later, right? Making stars like Mike Tyson, Oscar De La Hoya, making them like household names. Then we know what Sugar Ray and them did. Sugar Ray Hagler and all them, the wide world of sports. You get what I'm saying? Tuesday night fights, Friday night fights, fights in the afternoon outside. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Modern casual fans often don't even know fights are happening right now. They was fighting. Oh, they fighting right now? You for real? They don't even know. You get what I'm saying? Maybe this is why Turki Alashikh has banned pay-per-view fights altogether for Riyadh season. He said he won't have any more pay-per-view fights, right? Number 5, lack of consistent storytelling and marketing. My field of expertise. Stars like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Oscar De La Hoya were cultural icons. Facts. People cared about their personalities as much as their fights. Let me repeat that. The number 5 on the list for why American boxing glory has fallen from a cliff. We had stars like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Oscar De La Hoya. They were cultural icons in boxing. People cared about their personalities as much as their fights. When they threw a fight, what did they do? We hosted fight parties. Nigga had fight parties. When the last time you had a fight party? Ain't nobody throwing no fight party for Rolly Romero. Ain't nobody throwing no fight party for Hog Head Cheese. Ain't nobody throwing no fight party right now for someone like a Brian Norman Jr. who's coming up. Ain't nobody throwing no fight party for Boots. Ain't nobody throwing no fight party for Raymond Ford or any of that stuff right there. When the last time you been to a fight party? Now, I ain't gonna lie. Now my cousin, they did throw a fight party when Tank fought Ryan Garcia. They did throw a fight party. Matter of fact, they was over here watching the fight. But as I said before, fight those who like Ali, Tyson, Mayweather, and De La Hoya, they were cultural icons in America in the sport of boxing. People actually cared about their personalities as much as their fights. In modern day boxing, modern day USA boxing, fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Jamal Charlo, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, some more other fighters who y'all be hyping up, Rolly Romero and all that stuff there are talented. All of them have talent, but they are less marketed to the mainstream public. Literally. You get what I'm saying? Social media hype exists, but rarely translate to household recognition outside of hardcore fans. These are the facts. That's why I tell y'all be arguing online. Oh, nigga, my fighter a star. Nigga, he Hog Head Cheese. He Poach Out Willie. My fighter a superstar. He's a superstar on The Boxing Voice. He's a superstar on Blue Blood Sports TV. He's a superstar at True Media Podcast. He's a superstar on Goodfella TV and stuff like that. Outside of those channels, don't nobody know this nigga.
True.
Modern U.S. boxers like Shakur Stevenson, Jamal Charlo, and Gervonta Davis are talented, but less marketed to the mainstream public. Now, hold on. Gervonta Davis, let me take him out of that equation. Everybody know who Tank is. Hold on. Everybody know who Tank is. So we're going to remove Tank from that equation. Hey, it is what it is. They know Tank. They don't know nobody. They don't know nobody else. They know Tank. They know Tank. They know Crawford. They know Canelo. They know Tank. They know Crawford. They know Canelo. They know Devin Haney too, and they know Ryan Garcia. But they know Bill Haney. They know more Bill Haney than Devin Haney. Because I think Bill Haney is more popular than Devin. And Bill haven't even thrown a punch.
True.
Yeah, Bill haven't thrown a punch, but he's more popular than his son. Literally. Anyways. As I said before, social media hype exists from I love me, my favorite fighter YouTube channels. Social media hype exists, but it rarely translates to household recognition outside of hardcore fans. Nigga walk down the street, ain't nobody asking for no pictures. You gotta show people videos that you a real fighter. No, baby, I've been trying to holler. I don't fuck with broke nigga. Baby, I ain't broke. You don't know who I am? My name Hog Head Cheese. I'm the WBC welterweight champion. You a what's that? You watch boxing? Yeah, I watch boxing. How you ain't never heard of me? You ain't no real boxer. I am a real boxer. Oh, let me show you my video. You see that right there? See that? That's when I was on Showtime. That was on Showtime, baby. Don't you see Floyd over there? Oh, that is you boxing. You a boxer? Like, you gotta show people videos to convince them that you are who you say you are.
True.
Yeah, like for real. Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, facts. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Number 6, globalization of boxing. The globalization of boxing. What do I mean by that? Boxing thrives in the UK, Japan, Eastern Europe, and Mexico. Let me repeat. Boxing thrives in the UK, Japan, Eastern Europe, and Mexico. Guess what boxing don't thrive at? The United States of America.
To this day.
Significant events like Riyadh season, London, Tokyo, often overshadow U.S. fights. And Saudi Arabia's mega cards pull global focus to them online. American boxing no longer owns the sport the way it did from the 1920s all the way through the 1990s. We don't own it anymore. And last but not least, could be more to this list, matchmaking in politics. Hold on, sorry about that. Let me see what's going on. Why did that go off? I need to figure out why my camera went off. Why did my camera go? Why did you go off? All right, no problem. Let me find out why my camera went off. Yeah, but anyways, matchmaking in politics. Fans are frustrated by fights that take too long to make. Y'all remember that? For example, Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, 2015, that fight finally happened, right? That fight came 5 years too late. Later. It was a good fight, made big money, but people was calling for that fight for 5 years. And let's not forget the recent one, the most recent one, Crawford and Spence. Crawford and Spence took 5 years to make. 2018, when he moved up to the welterweight division, we heard wrong side of the street, call Al, you ain't fought nobody, all that stuff there for 5 years. It took 5 years to materialize, and then when it materialized, as Errol Spence predicted, it was a one-sided ass whooping.
True.
When it materialized, it was a one-sided ass whooping. Literally. That's what it was. Facts. No, man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna beat him like Kunta. I'm gonna break him like Kunta. I'm breaking like Kunta Kinte. Break it like Kunta, huh? All right, okay. All right. He writing all this shit down. Nigga called me Kunta, said I was on steroids, called me blackity black. Nigga said I was top ranked Toby. Okay, I'm gonna take all them. I'm finna beat the shit out. I'm gonna take all this shit out on this nigga over here. Let's see. Say I'm a country nigga. Say I'm broke. Talk about my girl. Talk about my mama. Writing all this stuff down. Yeah, when I get in the ring with this nigga, boy, it's over with.
To this day.
It's over. When I get in the ring with this nigga, it's over. Writing all that shit down, dog. Got a whole list. You get what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, I still got. No, I ain't got it. Yeah, I still got no Spence packs. I still got Spence packs right now. To this day. To this day, I'm smoking on them. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, as I said before, another thing, matchmaking in politics, fans are frustrated for fights taking too long to happen. In the UFC, champions fight the best on a regular basis. And boxing, promotional and network barriers stall big matchups. Steve Kim broke that down to me. Thankfully, the major American networks have all bowed out of boxing. It's a blessing that ESPN is gone. It's a blessing that Showtime is gone. HBO is gone. All that's a blessing. The zone is still here. Remember they ever called it the dead zone? The dead zone is still here. These niggas y'all gonna have to just go fight on Pro Box from this point forward. We got Pro Box. I like Pro Box. Tank, all them, y'all, everybody on Top Rank, y'all might as well just go fight on Pro Box or something. At this point. The networks is done. They don't tapped out. They don't want nothing to do with it no more. I got homeboys, they be watching this show. They watch this show every day. My homies. Man, I don't even keep up that shit no more, man. Well, what's going on with such and such? I saw Charleston White. Like my friends, they be finding out about certain fights that's gonna happen based on what they heard from Charleston White or somebody else. Yeah, I was on Club Shay Shay. I heard Shannon Sharp say this about Tank. Then I heard Charleston White say something about Bill Haney. What's going on with them? He's supposed to be having a fight coming up. Like, they be stumbling across it. They don't follow it and try to keep up with it no more.
True. True.
You get what I'm saying? Literally. American boxing isn't dead. It's not dead. It's still here. But it has lost casual sporting fans' interest. It's lost the casual sporting fans' interest. Because there is no dominant U.S. heavyweight star. See, that's what really hurts. We ain't got no heavyweight champion over here, bro. We ain't got what? I mean, we had Wilder, but you know.
To this day.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, we had Wilder, everything was cool, but then he hooked up with them niggas, and man, I'm talking about man, oh my God. See, that's what happened, man. I told y'all that. That fake, that fake revolutionary bullshit, like the Dr. Umars and all these, when you trying to, I'm the leader and I'm finna, you need to follow me. I'm the smartest nigga in the room, and nigga, I know about the sun, the moon, the stars, and how many drops of water it takes to make an ocean, and I can tell you how much salt is in how much salt is in the Red Sea, and this nigga stars and quasars and all this shit. All right, then you round this bitch, you got the damn you got the members of the LGBT community making your costumes, and then then they got demonic skull and bones on it. We trying to get behind you, and then goddamn it, the nail in the coffin. Hey, shout out to Damian Bennett. The nail in the coffin was you got beat on Black History Month.
True.
Then that was the nail in the coffin. Man, the man beat you on Black History Month, man. You got the ancestors on the wall walking down, you walking down the aisle and you got the LC Maya Angelou, Malik El Shabazz, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, you know what I mean? Sir Jonah Truth, Harriet Tubman. I'm like, oh man, this man Tyson Field don't stand a snowball chance in hell. Got all the ancestors. Nigga got the ancestors on the wall. Let me see what's up. All right, yeah. Listen, the ancestors on the that right, really, that broke our back right there. That did kind of break our back. That one right there, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think we ain't recovered from that one yet. And then we have WWE. I like watching WWE more than I like watching the boxing match now at this point. And I told y'all a couple of years ago, I said all this shit is the same. Sports entertainment. All of the same. I see no difference from boxing and football, baseball, basketball, hip-hop, Club Shay Shay. It is what it is. It is what it is podcast. $1 million worth of game. The lead attorney, Kevin Samuels, the divestment movement, Tasha K. Like I see the bro. I say all this shit is talking about the same. It's the same shit. It's all intertwined together. When you understand that, you'll get it. You get what I'm saying? As I said before, American boxing isn't dead, goddamn it, but boy, goddamn it, we ain't got no heavyweight. We had Johnny Rice, but Johnny Rice doing security. Johnny Rice doing security right now, so we ain't got Johnny Rice no more. We had Johnny Rice. I could have worked with Johnny Rice too. I could have managed Johnny Rice, but man, Johnny Rice ain't about it. He ain't about it though, man. He ain't got no drive like that. Fragmented titles and promotional politics. High pay-per-view costs and poor accessibility. You know what I mean? UFC simpler. It's a lot more easy. More exciting product. They have a thriving fan base. Whether you like them or not is irrelevant. The people who like them love them. The sport is now a global sport. Talking about boxing. And America is just one of the many markets instead of the central hub. America used to be the central hub of boxing. Now it's just another market. That's all it is. You get what I'm saying? Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. That's BOOKSY Booksy. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. If you are in the city of Tampa, make sure you book an appointment to go to Foster's Barbershop. It's a high-end barbershop. So if you've never been to a high-end barbershop before, that's what type of barbershop this is. You can play golf in the back, bartender serve you drinks and everything. And let them know that Coach sent you. You get a 10% discount. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. I mean, bro, like, man, fam. I ain't shit. Guess what? The American promoters did it to themselves. The American promoters and the networks. Over here in America, we destroyed the sport from within. Chasing pay-per-views. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like the boxing is resetting right now. I'm glad it is. I'm glad it's where it's at right now, to be honest with you. I'm glad it's where it's at right now. I really am. Shout out to Big Bird. Salute, brother. I'm glad it's where it's at. You know what I mean? So, because shit, it couldn't continue to go on the way it was going on. Hey, what you say, Hall of Game? Hold on, what you said, fam? Hold on. Hall of Game said, shout out to Nebraska Raj. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, greetings from the mean streets of North Omaha, Nebraska. He said, coach in chat. He said, got to check in with TMP. Yeah, salute, brother. Shout out to Nebraska Raj. Hey, what you say Hall of Game say? What you say, fam? He say Floyd Mayweather Jr. destroyed American boxing single-handedly. Why you? Hold on. You know, wait. Let me. Hold on. I gotta turn my camera on. Let me turn my camera on. Wait a minute. You said Floyd Mayweather single-handedly destroyed boxing, bro? You put all that on Floyd? he said Floyd Mayweather Jr. blueprint. And you know what? I think I know. Hey, Hall of Game. I think I know what you're talking about.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
See, this is why I don't like those fighters who came up under Floyd Mayweather, the ones who came up looking up to Floyd. The reason why I don't want to say I don't like them, but I don't dig them too tough, because they talk like Floyd. They try to use these same Floyd Mayweather talking points and negotiation tactics in boxing today. I'm like, dude, you niggas ain't Floyd. Y'all stop trying to, because all of them looked up, there's like 5 of them. They looked up to Floyd, and they go to thinking they superstars, and bro, it's the diva stuff. It's the diva stuff is what I'm talking about. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the diva stuff. Hey, what you say? The Opinion Sports. He said EA Sports stopped making the boxing game over 10 years ago and went with UFC. It's not all on the promoters. People not into boxing no more like they were 35 years ago. Why is that? Do you want to know why? The culture changed. The culture changed. It's been a cultural shift. I said this before all the time on the show. I say we don't have a boxing culture in America no more. The boxing culture is gone. It's dead. There is no boxing culture. That's why people are not into boxing like they were 35 years ago. Different culture. It's been a cultural shift. You get what I'm saying? And then, shit, people, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, shit, you know what? Podcast popping right now. Hey, all boys aside. You know what's popping? You know what's trending? Podcast.
True.
Shit.
True.
Podcast. Podcast is the new game in town. It's been bubbling for about 10 years now. From 2015 on up to now, it's been bubbling about 10 years now. Podcast. They better see some niggas fight in the chat. Sending gun emojis and demon face emojis. Yeah, nigga, yeah, you better not come to the fight. I got shooters. You know, drop the addy. I'm coming over there right now. Gun emoji, gun emoji, gun emoji. Demon face emoji, demon face emoji, demon face emoji. You know, I got shooters. I got shooters, homie. Yeah, you better not come outside. Yeah, when I see you, I'm gonna slap you. You know, they rather sit back and watch some dudes fight in the chat than actually watch a real boxing match.
To this day.
Literally. For real though. Come to Chicago. Come to Chicago. You heard what he said? Come to Memphis. Come to Memphis. hey, G5 say, DTA boy, yeah, drop the addy. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Niggas ride this bitch. Well, hey, you get what I'm saying? Motherfucker, hey, but listen, my main man say it's Floyd. Why you say he say it's Floyd fault? He says it's Floyd, huh? Everybody put it on Floyd. What you say, Bishop say, he say Floyd didn't destroy boxing. He laid the blueprint to get the money. But the new era overlooks the work he put in to get to the top. Floyd laid the blueprint to get the money. He did, huh? He laid the blueprint, dog. He laid the blueprint, dog. I'm trying to tell you, dog. The man laid the blueprint, dog. It is what it is, fam. You did? Hey, what you say, fam? He laid the blueprint. Shout out to Curtis. Curtis, it is what it is, man. Hey, y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to give everybody, we finna get ready to get into the show. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shit, y'all want to blame Floyd. I want to blame Bill Haney. Let's just blame Bill. Bill Haney is single-handedly trying to save boxing in America. Dollar Bill is what I call him. He's trying to single-handedly save boxing in America. He's more popular than his son. His son is the fighter, but Bill is the most popular one. You dig?
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know y'all want to blame it on Floyd. I know y'all do. You know what I mean? Let's say a special prayer for Gilligan.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
You know, if the Lord can help Gilligan get off the island, the Lord, L-A-W-D, can help. If the Lord can help Gilligan get off the island, the Lord can bring the Lord can bring back boxing in America. Do you believe in the law? Yes or no? Anybody believe in the law? L-A-W-D? Nigga, y'all want to put everything on Floyd, boy. Nah, Cody, it was Floyd's fault, man. Floyd did that shit, dog. Shit fucked up right now, dog. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, dog, messed up, man. It's because of Floyd. Y'all want to put everything on Floyd, huh? Well, I tell you what. What we know we need to do. Anybody who blaming Floyd, Dr. Umar, get him.
You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-masculinity movement. Stop worrying about me with no shirt on. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-black masculinity movement. I just came from the beach in St. Croix. I took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors in the ocean of St. Croix. Is that all right with you? Stop worrying about me and no shirt. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. His estrogen levels are a bit too high.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. It is what it is. You know what, man? Listen, our good brother, Dr. Umar, needs some money, man. He's shooting better than the broke dick dog right now. Y'all help him out, man. Y'all send the donations. We gotta send it to Dr. Umar.
See your eyes shining. She's my soul bunny, please. And with the lights, so she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Dr. Umar knows.
Snow, hold on, y'all, hold on, wait, bear with me. Oh man. Snow Bunny, listen, Snow Bunny Love, the number one hit song at the liquor store. Snow Bunny Love is the number one hit song at the liquor store. You get what I'm saying? Number one song in the hood. We don't win platinum in the hood. Snow Bunny Love coming to a city near you. We go, you know what I mean? We go perform that song. You get what I'm saying? Featuring Dr. Umar Johnson. We got the Prince of Pan Pizza, the Prince of Buttermilk Biscuits, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, the Pan-African movement broke. I'm like, listen, I do not want to be affiliated with anything that's broke. Anything dealing with broke, I don't want to have nothing to do with. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I was like, man, fuck this shit. The Pan-African movement is done. Like, bro, I don't know nobody who's a part. I ain't never met a Pan-African before myself, to be honest with you. So I don't know nobody who's a part of the movement, but just in case, I'm just telling you right now, yeah, that shit over with, bro. That shit over with, bro. Buttermilk biscuits, all that, it's over. This shit is over with. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hey man, but what y'all think about that though, man? What we just broke down about, the fragmentation of the belts. We had too many belts in America, and then as I said before, there's a cultural shift in boxing. Like boxing is not a part of American culture anymore. It's just not. There's a cultural shift. Networks folded, over marination of fights for years, and now it's they're going to the highest bidder. Turki Alashikh got all the money, and the only way you really going to know if you have a good fighter or not, they got to fight on the Turki Alashikh card, because it's going to be you're going to get a 50-50 fight. You're going to get something that, all right, these two top guys fighting each other, at least on paper. They two top guys fighting each other, at least on paper now, so we finna find out what's up. Because they said this nigga Bam Bam Bigelow, all right, he finna fight the big boss man right now. He said, you Bam Bam, we got the big boss man. We finna find out who's who. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Listen, man, phone lines open, man, 530-494-9636. Drop the phone lines. Y'all tell me what do you think, man, because, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but we ain't got nothing over here, boy. Nothing.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hey, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, hey, bro, you did it to yourself. No, hold on. I'm like, boy, when Terrence Crawford retire, and well, Canelo represent Mexico, so, yeah, yeah, call back. Call her on the phone up. Call back. Yeah, when he retired, bro. And okay, we got the young American fighters under him, so we'll see what's up. We got the Abdullah Masons, the Keyshawn Davises, the Shakur Stevensons, Tank will be 31. Tank going on. Tank will be 31 in a few months, so he'll be 30. So you might well say Tank 31 years old, and he don't look like he finna fight nobody no time soon. So, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, talk to me.
Yeah, I think a big thing that's really killed American boxing is these minimum purses for the fighters where, they're not fighting, for a penny less than the money that they've agreed on. And I respect it, but the issue with that is, the promoters only got so much money to go around. They got a couple of other potential superstars that they also got to pay, and they got, younger fighters that they're bringing up. And so it makes it difficult to see, a guy like Shakur 2-3 times a year, a guy like Keyshawn 2-3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? We had Crawford, since like 2019, only fighting once a year. And these fighters, they build up this momentum, this hype. You want to see them. Because I'm going to tell you like this, I ain't missed a fight, a Crawford fight since he fought Bradis Prescott. You feel me? And it just sucks because when you see a fighter and he's good, you want to see him all the time. And I get that it's not doable because, fighters have injuries. They have lives to live. But it just sucks when, fighters, you know, I'm not saying I want to see them take tune-up fights, but, you know, there's you know, guys out there that these motherfuckers could be fighting that, you know, keep them in the public eye, and that's what's killing it. You know what I mean? You know, you see Tank fight once, and unless you're a guy like Tank where, you know, he's got all this social media attention, so you follow his career a lot closer than you would these other guys that you only trip on when they're on TV. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's hurting the sport a lot.
All right. Well, shout out to Martin, man. Salute, fam. Thank you, brother, for calling, man. Deep East Oakland. Yeah. Again, that ain't hurting the sport of boxing. Listen, boxing is popping in Japan, the UK, Eastern Europe, and Mexico. In America, it ain't the same no more. It's like, no, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, y'all don't understand. Like, ain't nobody talking about this shit outside of this YouTube channel. YouTube boxing. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. Oh, well, you know, when Canelo and Crawford get close, they talking about that right now, but when Canelo and Crawford get closer, and like, oh, okay, shit, you know, Canelo and Crawford. So you got people who love Bud, who gonna ride with Bud, and got people who love Canelo, gonna ride with Canelo. They know they want to see it's gonna be a good fight. They getting excited about that. When that get close, they getting excited about that. But outside of that, I mean, and then these other niggas ain't got no. Again, hold on. What this is one of the things I said. What did I say? One of the things I said, and I am a master at this. I don't want to say master, but this is my field of expertise. Lack of consistent storytelling and marketing. There's no marketing behind these guys. In the social media age, bro, in the social media era, these fighters don't even have the person that they don't. Carla, hold on. I don't even think they know what branding is. I mean, these guys get punched in the head for a living, so I don't think they listen. I don't even think they even know what branding is or even marketing is. I don't think they even understand it. In the social media era. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I got another one for you, and it's a good one. What about American boxing not willing to travel? You know?
Yeah.
They want belts, but they're not willing to go get it. You know what I mean? You're not going to become champion if you don't risk it. You got to take chances in this sport. You know, if you're confident in your skills, you shouldn't have a problem. But they all want all these Europeans, all these people, you know, from around the world to come to, you know what I mean, to their turf. Like, come on, man. Boxing is it's a global sport. You know, we can't forget that. So you pretty much covered everything, Coach. I agree with everything you said. So, you know, this is why exactly why boxing is fucked up today in the United States, man. You know, I blame the promoters first. To be honest with you. You know, they don't want their fighters to cross the street. I never heard that shit before. You know, over marinating fights is another one. You know, too many belts, like you said, bro. It's too much, man. You don't even know who the fuck the real champion is today. Seriously.
Yeah, everybody got belts. Everybody and their mama got a belt.
Bro, they're handing them out. They email them to you, Coach. You don't even have to fight for it in the ring. Think about that. That's crazy. Ducking, you know, motherfuckers not giving us the fights that we want when we want them. You know, again, scared to take an L. You know, so that's not. You know, these motherfuckers today act like, you know, taking an L is the end of a career. I don't know where the fuck they get that from, bro. I don't want to, you know, I'm also gonna blame Floyd for the undefeated shit, but also I'm gonna blame Pacquiao, bro. That fight between the two was it 2015.
Yeah.
That shit left, bro. After all that weight, Coach, they made us wait years, bro. And the end result, that fight was horrible. It was so boring, and they charged so much, bro, for it that it left a bad taste in my mouth. I decided right then and there, Coach. I decided not to fuck with boxing, bro. I don't follow it like I used to. All that information, all that history I used to have in my head, I'm losing it. For real. Bro, I love the sport. And it's, every year, so it's just disappointment after disappointment, bro. Like, they let you down, bro. But again, I'm going to start with the fucking promoters, man. You know? And the fighters, bro. Again, bro, looking for easy fights, you know? Settle fights. It's unheard of, bro. Like you say, bro, in the UK, yo, boxing is hot, man. It's lit over there. Every event.
Yeah.
The fucking, not
Yeah,
arena.
but see, the UK, the UK, they have a boxing culture. So their boxing culture is, they have, America has lost its cultural roots when it comes to boxing. So you have a boxing culture in the UK. You have a boxing culture in Mexico. You have a boxing culture in Eastern Europe and in Japan. You do not have a boxing culture in America. That's over.
Yeah. So, Coach, one last question, Coach. I think our last great, American great heavyweight was Holyfield, correct?
Yeah, Holyfield, yeah.
Must have been him, because when Lennox Lewis took over, he fought in America, but we all know he's not American. But this is where he fought. I think he only had like 2 or 3 fights in the UK, if I'm not mistaken.
Now he had more than that. He had more than 2 or 3
over
fights. He had more than 2 or 3 fights, yeah. And because you got to look at you got to look at the early part of his career.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's where he started. You're right. Because when he came to the States, I thought he fought what was it, Razor Ruddock, I believe.
Yeah, he
early too.
Yeah, he whooped. He lost to Oliver McCall, and then he came back and beat Oliver McCall. But he beat Oliver McCall years later. But Lennox Lewis ran through the heavyweights. He beat all the American heavyweights, and then the ones who did beat him, he came back and knocked them out. Well, Oliver McCall had a mental breakdown in the ring, but Rockman, he knocked him out.
Yeah. But that first time I saw Lewis, if I'm not mistaken, it was against Razor Ruddock in the States, the Jamaican guy. If I'm not mistaken, it was him. He slept him early. But that's what I got, Coach. Respect from New York, man.
That's true, fam. Yeah, that's over with. The networks don't want to have nothing to do with boxing. Showtime, because of Paramount, gone. HBO saw the writing on the wall and packed up. And ESPN just kicked Top Rank to the curb. They're done. ESPN don't want to have nothing to do with boxing. So all the American networks have tapped out. Jake Paul got Jake Paul, hold on. Jake Paul got Netflix. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Leonard Ellerby said something a while ago. He said it's about putting butts in seats. See, I look at a fighter as being an independent artist, independent hip hop artist or whatever, right? When you're an independent, you are the promoter. You are the manager. You're the agent. You're the one who working with the local promoters to get on fight cards. It's like a rapper. You on the indie label, you got to pay for your own marketing. You got to pay for your own advertising. When you go on the media run, you got to go on the media run on your dime. Get your name out there. Get your notoriety out there. Know how to brand yourself. These fighters don't know how to do that. And if the major and if the mainstream promotional companies won't do it for that fighter because they don't have the financial dollars, the financial backing from an ESPN, from a Showtime, from an HBO or an ABC or Fox, then that fighter is left to do what? The fighter got to learn branding. He got to know how to market himself. And if he don't know how to market himself, he better have a good PR people who know how to talk, who can bring attention to him, which is what Bill Haney does for Devin Haney. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Yes, sir. I want you to follow me down the rabbit hole for a minute, man. And I'm going to tell you what I think happened to American boxing. It's a lot of things. You hit on a lot of great points, but remember the Olympics used to be network television. 1984, 88, everybody piled around the TV. We watched the Olympics. We knew those guys. We followed those guys from the Olympics all the way up. I'm going to tell you another thing, too. You can look at the audience. The big fights always was star-studded and celebrities. Jack Nicklaus, Denzel Washington. It was the who's of Hollywood came to these events. Now look at the audience. The audience has changed. I'm going to tell you another thing, too. You may think I'm crazy. I ain't racist in them, but it's the lack of white fighters in American boxing. That's why it's declined. We had an Irish Mickey Ward, Ray Boom Mancini, Arturo Gatti. They took the Tyson Fury, even though he wasn't an American, he was white. They took to him. Jerry Cooney, A lot of white fighters that we don't have a lot of white fighters in American boxing. All we have blacks and browns. And they tired of seeing, they tired of seeing Floyd Mayweather carbon copy. They don't want no more Floyd. They trying to bury this dude. They don't want to see everybody trying to emulate Floyd. But when the white boxers started boxing in America, it took a dive. Because people want to see somebody that represents them. That's why a lot of them gravitate to UFC. Because UFC is dominated by predominantly white people. Now there are some black guys in there that are changes, but the most part UFC are white guys. So people moved over there to UFC and got away from the boxing because of that. You have to have, just like the movie The Great White Hype, you got to have some white champs, some white fighters in order for this boxing to move in America. But that's just my opinion.
All right, well, shout out to Coach Eddie for your opinion. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, y'all don't know about. I don't know if I agree with them on that one, but no, it's just the culture has changed, bro. Like the culture has changed. Like that shit ain't here no more, bro. Like I say, boxing is popping in Japan. It's popping in Eastern Europe. It's popping in the UK. It's popping in Mexico. You know, people ain't looking. they looking forward to me talking about the damn fight, the niggas actual fight. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
This Reese from East Oakland.
Reese, talk to me.
Yo, Coach, so I'm up here listening, right? And my mind going a little bit of everywhere because I feel like it's not just one thing in particular that fucked us.
Yeah,
out here, in the U.S. or whatnot, right?
I named 7.
Clearly, it's a
So you're right. It's
right.
not just one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Of course, we got a couple of them that stand out that we see that clearly is like big factors, like the marination, the over pay-per-views. I don't want to keep on elaborating because you basically bust this shit down. Like I mean, it's obvious, right? But one thing I'm also peeping though that could definitely help or could have helped is the lack of going to different areas. So, for instance, it's a card on Saturday in Chicago. Sims and Duarte, Prograis against JoJo Diaz and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching the press conference today, and De La Hoya was talking about they ain't been in Chicago in 10 years. And I started thinking like, damn, when was the last time we actually had a card in Chicago? Then I started thinking about the last time they came out here, when they came to the city when Haney fought out here.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to Haney coming out here, it was fucking when Ward fought.
Andre Ward,
and that was like over 10 years ago. And it's like, okay, so I was at the Haney fight, right? I could just speak for myself. And when I was at the Haney fight, I had good seats. And the people that I was around, I'm trying to chop it up with them, like, oh, what you think about, this dude Paro finna fight right now? Because me and Paro had fought an old boy from Cleveland. I forgot his name, but a little showboat with the little baby dog got his ass whooped on. But anyway, I'm talking to dude next to me, and he casual as fuck. He's like, oh, yeah, I stay around the corner. I didn't have nothing to do, so I wanted to come, check it out. So it's people that you can reach out to, like casuals, that could turn into boxing fans just by you hosting events in the areas where they're not used to coming. Okay, yeah, we know what the Vegas is. We know the Atlantic cities, where the main casinos, and them spots is already established. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, in Europe, in the zone, if you pick the zone, them motherfuckers be everywhere in like a bunch of cities that I ain't even heard of in the UK. And, when you think about UK, I just think about the main spots like London and Essex and, shit like that. But like, when they have certain champions, they take them back home.
Yeah.
And I feel like we do it somewhat though, right, Coach? But we don't do it.
Listen,
utilize it.
Man, the boxing culture, it's not a boxing culture in America anymore. America was the cultural hub for boxing for a long time. That's gone. If it's one thing I can point at, now we can come to the conclusion what led to that leaving in America, in our sport in America. We can come to whatever conclusion. We can talk about many different things, but the end result is there's not a boxing culture in America anymore. There's a boxing culture thriving in Mexico, boxing culture thriving in the UK, boxing culture thriving in Japan, boxing culture thriving in Eastern Europe. It's not in America anymore. That's it.
No. Oh, no doubt. Excuse me, my fault. But okay, with you saying that though, one thing that is that where the UK is winning at, because they literally have like a scale. They have a
Commonwealth, the NABAF or ABCD, they got like a little ladder. Then they climb to the actual title. And with us here, we have got so many fucking Reggie belts and interns and regulars. It's like you get confused. Just like I forgot what caller just called. Like we don't even know who the fuck the champ is. Like who's really the champ? Unless you have an undisputed champ. And you know, what I mean, that shit just started being a thing once Crawford, unified 140. Then everybody started, wanting to actually do it. But prior to that, we don't know who the fuck the champ is. So these guys is like, they don't want to fight each other because they're trying to protect that oath. They're trying to be the pretty boy. And they're trying to be the Money Mayweather, but they're not trying to go through the pretty boy phase. They all are protecting that oath, and that shit is diabolical, Coach. Salute to you, man. Appreciate the show.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I mean that's it. That's it. There's no culture. There's no boxing culture here. Like I got some things going down. Like me, bro. Like I'm doing other shit. Bro, fam. Things are going so good for us over here at True Media Podcast. I can't even front, bro. Like shit going real good for us. Doing a podcast for a friend of mine at Foster's Barbershop. We doing a podcast there about football. Football. It's gonna be a football podcast. It's not. It's me bringing my equipment. We're gonna be recording and doing that there. But I have a lot of sponsors. I'm gonna be going to different cities doing like fight parties and hosting different events and hold on. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. You get what I'm saying? And I have people reaching out to me, right? I have people reaching out to me right now. Like we are doing well. So like that's what I'm gonna be doing. Like this shit right here is, I get it. It's as I said before, the culture is not here anymore. It has shifted. When I was young, people wanted to grow up to be boxers and this and that. Now these kids growing up, they don't want to be no boxers. Someone want to be rappers, someone want to be sissies, someone want to be I don't know. They want to be just whatever's going on in society today. That's what they want to be. The whole culture has changed. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Jersey.
Martin, talk to me.
Coach, and a lot of boxers, all they want to do is rock. Like Frank, I just want to rock. I just want to rock. But anyway, Coach, I think all the cherry picking and trying to stay undefeated, like you said, 30-0, 76 knockouts, that kind of stuff. And then some promoters, they like protecting too much these fighters out here, which is in the UK, you can have two young up-and-comer undefeated, and they'll throw them in there with each other. Like that's why a lot of fighters in the UK, they don't stay undefeated long. They always get thrown into the fight. You're fighting tough fights, guys, constantly. And that's just what's been happening. All the what is it? On the side of the street and all that. I fight on this network and all that, which is never a thing because I feel like all the fighters were just hiding behind that. As it's been said so many times, if the fighters want to fight, you can make the fight happen. And it was proven when Bud made that fight with Spencer. For years, it was like, wrong side of the screen, and then all of a sudden they end up making the fight. So that's basically what it is, that situation.
All right, shout out to Martin, Jersey. Stand up. Salute. Yeah, so, as I said, there is no culture. Whatever conclusion you come to, or how do we get to that point? Right now, these niggas want to troll, make clickbait videos. That's the culture we in now. Make clickbait videos, troll, send gun emojis. It's the fighting spirit is gone. There was a sense of pride at one point in time. Well, I knew when I was growing up, but you took pride in knowing that people knew that you know how to throw hands. But I knew, boy, every neighborhood had somebody who knew how to fight real good. Well, what's the name? I had a homeboy named Baldy. Baldy was He from Ponce de Leon. He know how to fight real good. Niggas, we used to put gloves on in the neighborhood and like box of real gloves in the neighborhood. We'll really fight, but you know, with the gloves and stuff like that. Like that was like, you know, man, you don't see that shit no more. Nigga took pride in throwing hands. Now it's about switches. I got the switch. Hit the nigga with the switch. Yada yada yada. You know what I mean? You know, snitches get stitches, and you know you get what I'm saying. You know, there's no boxing culture here anymore. No boxing culture. That's over with. This is the culture of entitlement, and coach. This is the culture of entitlement. Carla, hold on. Men don't know if they women. Women don't know if they men. You know, when men thinking they women thinking they like. But this is a culture. This is I don't want to say wokeness, so to speak, but it's kind of like I can do everything. You know, bro. It's like a culture of entitlement. That's the word I'm looking for. Entitlement. Motherfuckers feel like they entitled to have certain things, be certain places, you know, get certain accomplishments without even having to work for it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, you interview with a nigga, he tell you the best things, his whole head cheese, or his daddy talking for you, or whatever, and I supposed to believe. It's like, boxing today, in America, the dads, let's say we got fighters who have dads in boxing, and this is not all the cases. This is not every case. But I want y'all to follow me. In 2025, in today's boxing, dads who have kids who box, who have a name and notoriety, the dads are more popular than the fighters.
True.
Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from? That's where we at.
Yeah, this G gonna play boxing from Alabama.
Salute to you, fam. Talk to me.
Man, I think Coach Eddie got a point, man. Once you think about it, because outside of Canelo, the biggest draw is Jake Paul. Other than Tank is Ryan Garcia. Now Ryan Garcia ain't followed by a bunch of little black kids. Jake Paul ain't followed by a bunch of little black kids. You feel what I'm saying? So the lack of having that great white hope I feel like does kind of play a part in why, you know, boxing ain't as big. Because why would Jake Paul be so damn big? Can't even fucking box. He got a big ass following of a bunch of little white kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is the flaw in your argument. With the Jake Paul situation, Jake Paul is an influencer. So he does what you call crossover boxing. Jake Paul following had nothing to do with boxing. His following came from when he was on the Vine, him and his brother, and then he blew up on TikTok and YouTube and social media and stuff like that. He has a social media following that's going to follow wherever he goes. So if he never would have stepped into boxing, Jake Paul would still be big, and boxing decline in America where it's at will still be where it's at because of all of the things that led up to it. So Jake Paul decides to jump into boxing and take old, washed up, retired fighters or names from the UFC to fight in order to sell tickets and make money. So Jake Paul is a gimmick fighter. He's a gimmick fighter.
Yeah,
Did you get what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You know what I mean? So check this out. So right, well, I'm high. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay. So you say so Coach Adam was saying about white fighter. We need some white big name, great white hopes, or whatever the case may be. Okay, you got Caleb Plant.
Okay.
You had Billy Joe Saunders.
Okay, cool.
You had now those guys from the UK. You had Caleb Plant. What else you got? What else you got over here in America?
Okay, in America, let's say take Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko wasn't the best speaker, but the promoters was motherfucking promoting. Promoters was doing their job with Lomachenko, but told Crawford, you got to promote yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, bro, I'm lost. I'm so lost right now. I'm trying to tie in. So you Coach Eddie, saying that the reason why boxing has fell off in America because we don't have any white big name fighters. That's your point. So give me.
I mean, I kind of agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, the brothers are ruling it. You know what I mean? They doing their thing, but they ain't got nobody who they can root for. And that's when the numbers gonna come out. You feel what I'm saying? You get a Jake LaMotta and Ray Robinson. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't got no Jake LaMotta, but we got a few Ray Robinson. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nobody they can just get behind like that. You know what I mean? So like,
all right, okay. So let's speed it on up. So let's go to the Muhammad Ali era. So how many? So Muhammad Ali, how many? So you saying that boxing was big in that era because of what? Because they had some white heavyweights that white people can get behind.
Boxing was hot back then. Boxing was at the forefront in America back then. But see, now the times have changed. It's not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? But what would give it a good push is if they had one. You feel what I'm saying? If they had, because they don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? They can watch Facebook and see two niggas fight.
So give me a time when they had one. So I can draw a comparison.
When they had one?
Yeah.
When they had one, they had fucking what's my boy? Rocky Marciano.
No, that's too far. I don't even want to go back there. I'm talking about. Let's go from the 80s. The 80s. When Larry Holmes became
Tommy Harrison. Tommy.
Talking about Tommy Morrison.
Tommy was big. Tommy Morrison, yeah. Tommy was big.
The 90s.
Nigga, they had Rocky. So they put Rocky in the Hall of Fame. That man ain't never stepped in the real ring. You see, that's crazy.
But the reason why they put him in the Hall of Fame was because that movie was so instrumental to the culture of boxing. That's why they put him in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? He made people. He made even though that the punches they was throwing was unrealistic, was too wide, and technique was terrible, no defense. But it was because of what that movie meant from a cultural standpoint to the sport of boxing. That's why he made it in there, because of that. Because of what it meant to the culture of boxing. In today's time, America we don't have a culture when it comes to boxing. The culture is dead. The boxing culture.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? It is, but with all the stuff that's perspiring these last couple of years, I think it's doing good. It's getting back to it. You know what I'm saying? As long as motherfucking old Turkey bag keep putting on them fights, them big fights, I think they gonna mosey on back to it. I appreciate the time, Coach. I'll let you get to it.
All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to what is that? What name? I forgot. I forgot. The brother from Alabama. I forgot his name. Some boxing. I forgot the brother's name. Anyway. Hey, stranger. Yeah, they keep talking about. Yeah, nigga. See, listen. I gotta break this. See, I listen, man. I gotta break this down. It's as simple as what I said, bro. There is no boxing culture in America. Period. Whatever conclusion you come to, why there is no boxing culture in America. Now, again, me personally, I don't have a problem with the way things are right now. I like the way it is right now, to be honest with you. Podcast is popping, you know. Podcast is popping. I like where it's at right now, to be honest. Carter, what's your name? Where you called from?
What's up, Coach? Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry from B-More.
If you ask me, in my opinion, the biggest thing that has hurt boxing over the last 35 years is the fourth belt era. People don't know who the champion is. They don't know who they are. Back in the 80s, even 90s, you would see the champ on late night talk shows, different things. Now, boxing was more popular then. Okay, that's got to be considered. But people don't know who the champion is. I follow boxing, and I couldn't tell you who the 154 or cruiserweight champions are necessarily, unless they're long reigning. People don't know who they are, and that hurts boxing bad. And Floyd Mayweather, I'm a fan of Floyd's. I was never one to say Floyd didn't fight guys this and that in their prime. I don't believe none of that bullshit. If you ask me, him and Roy Jones, Floyd blows Roy out of the water as far as who he fought, when he fought him, competition, and all that. But Floyd had the attention, the full attention of the boxing world for 10 years. And during that time, he underwhelmed people. And he didn't really underwhelm me. I understood what was going on there, but he underwhelmed people, and it hurt boxing. In an overall sense, it hurt boxing. People with that pay-per-view say, oh, this Floyd Mayweather, everybody heard about him. And then when you seen it, it was like, I don't know. That was kind of boring. But anyway, that's all I got to say. 4-belt era, we got to get back to where there's one champion. Turkey's right. There can't be 4 or 5 different champions. And then they're not even ranked against each other. It can't be that way. All right, Coach.
All right, be more stand up. Yeah, man. You know, so I mean, the coach is gone, bro. The coach is gone. It's gone, bro. Hold on, Carla, hold on. The energy, you know what, man? I was driving today, right? Either today or yesterday, and I realized something. Times have even changed from when I grew up with the closeness of family. When I was growing up, I knew who my aunts were. I knew who my cousins were in different cities and stuff like that. Cause we had family reunions. And the sense of kinship and getting to know each other. But we had matriarchs as well, like your aunts and your mothers, and he came up in that era. It's like once they passed away, it's totally different now. Like I'm not even a lot of people I know ain't even that close to their family. Like their family's still close, but they don't even talk to each other like that. There's no sense of, because everybody living their own lives. You got your kids and family. They got their kids and family. The glue that kept it together was the aunt or the mother or the other older uncles and stuff. They kept it together. That generation that was born in the 40s and 50s, they have died off. And then now it's us, and then we've had kids, and then now it's everything is different. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? I'm from Brooklyn, man.
Yo, Miss Brooklyn, talk to me, brother.
Yo, what's going on, man? I had to call in, man. This is an ill topic for me, because like I really don't like when people they pull that Mayweather card that Floyd ruined the game. Floyd was just, his timing was great, and you know, people watch his fight to see him lose. The bottom line is, Floyd always performed enough to win. He had the aura. And people forget, he the one that suggested inventing 24/7. And that pushed his shit up a lot, man. You got to give him credit for that. He got down with the right people. His timing was right. Sometimes I always say this, Coach, the stars align sometimes, man. That's why I tell people don't quit what you're doing, because everything could come together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're right.
Think
he could even predict that he would get this large, man. You think you asked him 20 years ago if he could fight some guy off the internet for fucking $100 million? Like he wouldn't believe that. So like, you know, that's my little, you know, my quote for the day is like, yo, man, don't ever quit, man, because shit could come together, man. And I think I never understood why Turki Alashikh get all his hate, man. Because without him, a lot of this shit wouldn't be happening right now. And I always say this, Coach, the streaming is the elephant in the room, man. Yeah. Like, yo, that money that motherfuckers was getting before the streaming, it's just not there no more, man. They're trying to get it back other ways, but it's like, and then I also, yo, you gotta remember, like, the NBA is a worldwide thing now. The NBA is huge. Boxing was like, being the heavyweight champion in the world was like being the man, and it was respected. Now you got 4 belts. That don't help. You need a unified commission, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? The sanctioning bodies, the promoters are all over the place. Coach, I ain't gonna keep your line tied up, but it's a real good topic today, man. I'm glad you're discussing it, man. Peace and love, Coach.
Hey, man, salute, man. Shout out to Yamas, man. Brooklyn, stand up. The home of Biggie. Big Daddy Kane. Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Mano. You know what I mean? The home of, you get what I'm saying? The home of all of them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The home of Edgar Berlanga, the Puerto Rican assassin, too. Hey, shout out to what the brother say with all the competition nowadays, fighters only signing 2 fight deals as well, not 5 and 6. He said, Delaware. Oh, shout out to Delaware in the house. Hey, look here, man, Delaware. Now, my brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, he has a school in Delaware. He has the Pan-African, the Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey school in Delaware. What we gonna need you to do, my good brother, we gonna need you to go check on the school just to make sure everything is Gucci. We need to make sure, you say you in Delaware, Mike MVP, what we need you to do, we need you to check on the Pan-African movement. We need you to go to the school that's in Delaware. The Pan-African movement is on life support right now. We broke. We ain't got no money. We're trying to raise money, and we need somebody that's in the city that can at least go by and give us an assessment on what's going on.
True.
You get what I'm saying? That's all, brother. You know what I mean? Because you in Delaware. Just do that. Just do that. You get what I'm saying? What you say, fam? You say if they had one belt, everybody would have to fight each other. You know what? Hey, listen. Bro, that would solve a lot of stuff. But that's not going to happen because the sanctioning bodies get money. They get money for fighters paying sanctioning fees. It don't matter how big the belt is or how small the belt is. There's a sanctioning fee for it. You can have the WBC PapaJohn.com belt. You can have the WBC whole head cheese belt. You got to pay a sanctioning fee. You know what I mean? Like, we have to charge fees for the belt because, the WBC, we are a global organization. We have offices all around the world and we have to pay our staff. Now, you don't need no staff. No, you don't need no staff, fam. Look, all you need is one belt. You don't need no staff. All you need is one belt. Tell the dudes who fighting on the continent of Africa, look, we ain't got no belt for y'all. I tell you what, you can't make a regional belt. You can make a regional belt. Only one though. Only one regional belt. Okay, they got the African continental belt. No matter which country you in. Look, this is the African belt. If you from Ghana, if you from Zimbabwe, we ain't got no Zimbabwe belt. We ain't got a. Well, you know what? You probably can have one belt for each country. I don't know. You know what I mean? But that might be too many. But you get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying though. Okay, look. Okay, if the guy from Ghana beat the guy from Zimbabwe for the African belt, that goddamn, you the king of Africa until somebody beats you in that division. You know what I mean? You the guy. You got the Africa belt. Everybody in the continent of Africa got to come see you because you got that belt in the bantamweight division, right? Then we got the lightweight African belt. We got somebody from Egypt want to fight somebody from doggone from the Congo. Guess what? We got the one belt in the heavyweight division, the Egypt, the Congo. Y'all got to fight this belt. This is the African heavyweight title. You get what I'm saying? Everybody got, okay. Then we go to China. All right, China, Chinese, everybody in the weight division we ain't got but one belt now. We ain't got no WBA, WBO, WBC, IBL. We got one belt. You know what I'm saying? All the Chinese in China in this weight division got to fight the champ. He got the belt. All y'all got to fight him in that weight division. And so on and so on and so on. When you got 25 different variations of the championship belt, and just in the welterweight division alone, when you had the super, the Reggie, the intern, the silver, the continental, the bronze, the Snuffleupagus belt. You get what I'm saying? And everybody paying sanctioning fees on all these different belts. Carla, hold on. You do a convention, you have all of the welterweight champions. You have all of the welterweights there at the WBC convention. And Mauricio Suleiman saying, I'm so proud of my WBC, the welterweight division. You guys, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you guys. Why don't you, would the WBC champion stand up, please? And you got 15 niggas standing up in the welterweight division. That's a champion. No. I don't mean you guys. I mean the real champ, the guy who got the super title. What you mean the real champ? We paying y'all paying the same sanction fee with different, different prices. But you get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'll call it. What's the name we call it from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, 2 times. Talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. I agree with Yarmus. They need like a commission that's above the sanctioning bodies, a global commission where there's just one group that oversees boxing, because everybody is, making decisions with their, interest in mind. The sanctioning bodies, the commissions, the promotional companies, because, less belts, I don't think it's going to help, because look at all the bullshit going on at 168 where, Benavidez is the 2-time, 3-time, interim champion and can't get a shot at Canelo, so he has to move up. David Morrell, same story. Now it's going on at 175. So they need somebody that's just going to lay down the law. Because, look at the WBO, for example. Pacheco beats Trevor McCumbee. He's the number 1 ranked guy for the 168 belt. All of a sudden, because Canelo's fighting Crawford, they dropped Pacheco down 2 spots, make Crawford number 1, even though he's never fought at 168 or 160. And then Hamzat has 1 win at 168. Now he's number 2. You know what I mean? They did the same thing at 135 with Keyshawn Davis. He was number 2 behind William Zepeda for the IBF belt, but because they knew he had weight issues, somehow Top Rank finagled where all of a sudden WBO was going to make him number 2 behind William Zepeda so he could fight Baranchik for the WBO belt. All that bullshit's got to stop, because that's what's really fucking up boxing where, and we've joked about it on here plenty of times where all you got to do is make a call, drop a bag. Next thing you know, I'm in the top 10. And that's what's really fucking up boxing, because everybody just looks at it like everybody and their mama got a belt. And it's true to a point. But at the same time, it's how these commissions are, how these sanctioning bodies are getting down. We used to get on the WBC, but now we're seeing more than ever, everybody else is doing the exact same shit. And that's one of, maybe not the main thing, but that's a big part of what's fucking up boxing, Coach.
All right, shout out to Martin. Salute, fam. Yeah, again, boxing is not messed up. I think that's what people get confused. Boxing, there's nothing wrong with boxing. I'm talking about American boxing. There's a difference. You have boxing, and then you have American boxing. Boxing is doing good in Mexico because Mexico has a boxing culture. Boxing is doing good in Japan because Japan has a boxing culture. Boxing is doing good in Eastern Europe and in the UK because Eastern Europe and the UK have a boxing culture. There is no boxing culture in America. We have a TikTok culture. We have an Instagram culture. We have a selfie stick culture. We have a Chrome Hearts and I like your braids culture. We have a celebrity culture. We have a gossip culture. We have a tabloid culture. All of these things are a part of boxing now in America. The boxing culture has been replaced with Charleston White. It's been replaced with Bill Haney. It's been replaced with YouTube channels who hate Terrence Crawford. It's been replaced with YouTube channels who love Tank or hate Tank. Who hate Tank Davis or love him. It's been replaced with sign the contract. It's been replaced with you better not come to the fight. It's been replaced with everything other than boxing. It's been replaced with niggas arguing about boxing. American boxing, boxing is not dying or doing bad at all. Boxing is doing great. America just ain't the hub for it anymore. That's over with. Period. That's the reality of the situation. Don't nobody follow it like people say, I used to follow it. Don't nobody follow it no more. It ain't shit to follow. We ain't got no heavyweights. We ain't got no heavyweights. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Nas. We don't have any heavyweights. They got rid of Wilder. You get what I'm saying? We didn't develop, we don't develop fighters like we used to. We don't have a boxing culture anymore. Carla, hold on. You can see that with some of your kids that's growing up right now. They playing Fortnite all day. I know my kids do. Fortnite. What other game they got out there? Yeah, man, going outside, nigga. I ain't going outside. It's too hot outside. Jim, what is it? What is the Jim? I mean, so I get it. When you got these kids that's coming up now and they got these dads got them in the boxing, like we had Bryce on, what it was Bryce? Yeah, we had Price on yesterday. Him and his dad and stuff like that. And then you got some dad with some moms, they holler about frontal cortex and hypnosis and like in today's time, the dads are what's his daddy said again? Ooh, you heard what his daddy said? His daddy said shit got there. Or what's his daddy? Who the fight is? Oh, that Devin Haney daddy. Okay. Yeah, what did daddy say it again? Oh, what Mama Ho said? Mama Ho said what? Oh, Mama Ho said that Shakur put the grease on her and the poison her son. There, she got the Afro Beats music playing in the background. That's where we at. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me.
I don't think. I think what happened with American boxing culture is what you talked about when you first started the show, or you made the quote online. It's more fights on Twitter than there are in the ring, and then there's more arguments about my fighter versus your fighter.
Yeah.
And all the silly stuff instead of getting busy. For example, Coach, UFC has a fight every weekend, and if they don't have a pay-per-view, they'll at least have a UFC fight night at the UFC Apex. No matter what's going on, football, basketball, baseball, they light off a little bit early September because you got to compete with football season. But for the most part, I want to say they got 40-plus dates. For example, this weekend, we got one fight on the zone, and I just feel like there's a lot more fighters that we can see to stay busy. The next big fight really right now, other than Canelo Crawford, is not till November. And then another thing with the 4 sanctioning bodies, Coach, I'm okay with that, but let's have something like they have in Europe with basketball, like the FIBA World Cup, where it's like, okay, WBC, WBA, WBO, sometimes people include the IBO, whatever, all come together and just have a tournament for the undisputed and be done with it. It could be every 2 years. It could be every 16 months, every 18 months, whatever. But just get something, because the only reason I don't mind the different sanctioning bodies is because sometimes you might not hear of a guy who, that one person might promote, might not promote. That's fine and all. Just make sure all of them fight. So the sanctioning bodies need to come together and have some type of tournament, Coach, where it's like, okay, let's find out who's really number one. And then had that every so many months, whether it's 18 months, 36 months.
This is the thing, right? So this is the problem with that. So you're asking boxing to the same people who are the reason why we're in this situation. You're asking boxing to correct itself over here in America. That's not going to happen. The sanctioning bodies are not going to do that. The only person that's kind of doing that is Turki Alashikh. He like, okay, look, if you want this money, you're going to fight the other top guys over here. Somebody gotta go. This way it's going to be at. You're not hiding behind promotional companies. Like the sanctioning bodies and the promotional companies in America, all of them work together. They're on the same team, the same page. That's what's going on. This is why you can get a dude come out of nowhere and all of a sudden he all of a sudden he like, okay, perfect example. Like me, right? Let me right. I cap for Edgar Berlanga, right? In jest though. I call him the Puerto Rican assassin. I give him a fancy name. He gets out. Somehow he landed the Canelo fight. There's no way he ever should have got that fight in no lifetime, because he hasn't went through the things that he needed to go through in order to get that fight. But he was just able to get it. So now, now he's standing outside of the projects with mink coats on, chinchillas. He got diamonds and ice and Cuban zirconia, whatever that shit is, and stuff like that. And I get to hype him up on my channel, calling him a Puerto Rican assassin. Like, it's more fun hyping him up on social media than it is watching some of these dudes fight. It's like, bro, there is no boxing culture in America. That's just what it is, bro. Like, you can do all of that, what you're suggesting. It's not going to bring the culture back. I think the culture is over with in America like that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, Coach, that's my call. Good topic, bro.
Salute, fam. Yeah, the culture, that's it. Kids don't want to fight. Anyways, shout out to the opinions. Sports. He said, what you say? He said, given the change in the culture, do you think Dana White can bring boxing back? No. Considering what he did with UFC, no, Dana White can't bring no boxing back. Like, boxing is still here, It's just the boxing culture is not here anymore. That's over with. I mean, Dana White gonna come make him some money, you know, with TKO and stuff like that. But no, Dana White, a guy that's a boxing outsider who came up watching boxing. Dana White, a lot of people don't know Dana White came up watching boxing. Boxing is what inspired him with the UFC. That's what inspired him. But I don't know. You know, I mean, boxing ain't gonna die. It's always gonna be here. There's always gonna be some dudes who want to throw some hands. But America being the boxing hub, the boxing capital, those days are over with. The culture, there's not a boxing culture anymore. And I don't think y'all understand the importance of culture, cultural values, the importance of culture in boxing. If you understand the importance, just imagine what culture is to a society. Now take that. Without culture, without culture, you don't have a society. Each group is known for something. Your culture is what you're known for. Like Mexico, they have their own culture. Japanese, they have their own culture. People in London have their own culture. You know, this what Londoners do. This is our culture here. You know, Japan, their culture, they may have a sense of pride and dignity or whatever. I don't know. Whatever they got going on over there. You know, like when it comes to boxing, there is no culture. Football has a culture. Hell, look in America. Hell, even football getting soft now. If you look at the quarterback too hard, they throwing a flag. And basketball, you can't even play defense. If you slap the nigga on the knee, wow, go to the line. The American culture has gotten real. I just thought about it. Like, hell, the only thing we got in America where they really throwing hands is in hockey. Hockey, they throwing hands. Well, listen, that's the last thing we got. Hockey, they getting it down. Shout out to Mike MVP dropping that quarter of a dub.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Dr. Umar Capping, no school in Delaware. No, sir, brother, I can't believe that, brother. There has to be a school in Delaware because people have been there.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, like shit, nigga can't play basketball no more like they used to. You can't play football no more like they used to. You know, the boxing culture, that's gone. Bro, like, it's just the culture in America has changed. Look at overall society in America. It's totally different from when I was 15, even 20 years old. It's totally different. Bro, I never would have thought in a million years that I gotta try this. I gotta try to say this with all due respect, but I don't think there's no respectful way to say it. This is America. The American culture today is soft. Like, this shit is real coochie, cotton swab. Like, for real, bro. Like, this shit is soft. Just being honest. It's totally different. Like, there's no sense of toughness. Like, when I was in my 20s, and then I'm looking at it now, yeah, this shit is, man, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, this shit is totally different, bro. And I'm sitting back reflecting. I'm like, this shit happened fast. Like, I didn't even see this coming. Masculinity doesn't exist anymore. Masculinity doesn't exist anymore. Imagine that. Just being hey, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Just being a man and masculine in today's society is frowned upon. It's frowned upon. What did say, Mr. Tomato Can? He say, seriously, what the F happened to men? Now they're carrying purses and judging others on how they dress. Bro, hey, bro, we seeing basketball players wearing skirts, carrying purses. We seeing your favorite fighters wear purses. We're seeing, yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Facts. You can't even be a man. It's a sin or a crime to be a man in America today. let alone having masculinity and a masculine sport. Bro, think about that. Think about that. Think about that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, look here. Shout out to Falcon. He say, Malachi, he said, I know you remember George Carlin. George Carlin was one of my favorite comedians, pound for pound, of all time. Period. George Carlin, bruh, George Carlin couldn't even exist in this society today. Everything George Carlin said when he was alive has become 150,000% true. To the T, to the letter. Literally. One of my favorite comedians of all time, George Carlin. Pound for pound. Against anyone. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, don't matter. He's there with the Richards. He's there. A lot of these young people don't know that. You know about Richard Pryor, but or Paul Mooney, but a lot of them don't know about George Carlin is there. You probably wouldn't have a Bernie Mac if you didn't have a George Carlin or a Richard Pryor or whatever. But George Carlin is there. Lenny Bruce, there. Richard Pryor, there. Eddie Murphy in the 80s, there. You get what I'm saying? And then the comedians that came after them, the Robin Harrises, the Bernie Macs, you know, and there's some more I'm probably forgetting. The Dave Chappelle's, the Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle's, there. You get what I'm saying? He called George Carlin right there, literally. Somebody say Patrice O'Neal. Yeah, Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal. Yeah. Yeah, bro, like, bro. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Literally. That's back when you can say, that's back when you can talk and speak your mind, and you can talk about different sexual orientations. You can talk about different politics and this and that, different races and nationalities. Tell your mama jokes. Tell stuff that'll be racially insensitive today. You can tell jokes like that. Back then, you can't do that today. Society is too soft and sensitive. Cancel culture. You're gonna have a bunch of lesbians coming to your job talking bad about you. We gotta cancel him. He hurt my feelings. I don't like what he said. Like that's you know what? I just answered the question. American society as a whole has gotten soft. That's what to me, that's part of what destroyed American boxing. Yeah. You can't even tell black man, white man, Chinese man jokes. Now, y'all remember that? If you were my age and older, you remember those jokes. Black man, white man, Chinese man. Y'all remember those jokes? You can't even tell your mama joke. We used to talk about each other when I was growing up. We used to talk about each other's mamas all the time. People used to talk about my mama. I used to talk about my friends. You can't do none of that no more. All that's over with. Literally. Nigga, you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So yeah, I just thought about it. Just the entire phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Just the entire American boxing culture is done. Yeah, as relate to that, boxing ain't going nowhere. It's always going to be around, but the boxing culture, that's over with in America. No one follows it. No one, you get what I'm saying? It's more popping. Boxing is such a niche sport. It's an ends to justify means. Did you get what I'm saying? It's always going to be around, but it's more of an ends to justify means. We're going to always have some comeback sports. You're going to have the smaller cards fight. You're always going to have the Golden Boys around putting on the smaller cards. We're going to have the pro boxes, stuff like that. They're gonna be putting on good fight cards and stuff like that, which is great. You know, people can come out to a venue, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people come out to see this guy fight. 1,000 people come out to see this guy fight. We're gonna have some little events over here. That's gonna be nice. You know, we was able to follow Sugar Ray when he was growing up, coming to the Olympics, follow Floyd Mayweather, follow Oscar De La Hoya. There's really, in today's time, is different. Like, you're not able to follow these guys coming up. So, you know, and then these fighters, you know, I said it 1,000 times on this podcast. I say these dudes got to understand the day and era that we're living in. They got to know how to market themselves and sell themselves and brand themselves. Bill Haney does the best he can as relate to that with Devin. I think the only issue is Bill Haney is more popular than Devin Haney. Like, honestly. Did you get what I'm saying? But yeah, these guys, you know, they just, you know, again, I don't think these fighters don't get it, and I don't think they ever get it. I'll call it, hold on. You know who gets it? Jake Paul. Jake Paul gets it. Jake Paul gets it. He know how to feed his base. He know how to feed his base. See, it's like you got to give your base what they want in order for them to continue to support you. If you are if you are a certain type of celebrity, you have a level of celebrity in society, and you have a following. Beyonce got to come out with an album or a single to feed her base. Beyonce got to go on tour to feed her base because they want the beehive. Did you get what I'm saying? You know, football is year round, so you know, you got your team. I got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got Dallas Cowboys. He got the San Francisco 49ers. He got doggone Buffalo Bills. He have the Atlanta Falcons. This guy got the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm talking about 76ers. Philadelphia Eagles. So year round, the base is getting fed. Oh shit, nigga, football season finna start. Nigga, preseason finna start. Like, I'm watching football this year. Nigga, preseason finna start. Nigga, I'm finna start curting some dudes out, going to Philly, have a fight with a couple of Philly fans in the stands while everybody drunk. You get what I'm saying? Just, you know, I'm just bullshit, but you get what I'm saying? Football culture still there. Now it's changed. It don't got soft. It ain't what it used to be, but it is what it is. But boxing is different ball game now. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Kino calling from Brooklyn.
Say Kino from Oakland?
Kino from Brooklyn.
Oh, Kino from Brooklyn. Talk to me.
Yeah. The reason why I feel the culture is dying because the older folks used to take the young ones to watch boxing and so forth. That's why I feel the culture dying because nowadays people not taking the kids to boxing. What do you think about that? Because I hear you say your uncle used to take it to watch boxing and stuff. What do you think about that?
Yeah, sir, I can't. I made out. You said, what do I think about that? I'm going to be very honest with you, brother. I'm having a difficult time understanding what you're saying.
All right, Coach, you hearing?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you. All right, yeah, I can't. Yeah, right. Shit. I don't know what the fuck he said. I don't know what he said. I'll just say, you know what I mean? So I just, you know what I mean? I know I'm on the sticky icky, but shit, you know.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hollow David. He said it carried Brooklyn accent mashup. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to Angel Eyes. Angel Eyes, what's going on? hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to doggone kid. Hey, no one nigga, no, hey, you know, I'm on the chronic. Can't be catching me off guard like that. I'm trying my best, fam. I'm trying to do what I can do. You get what I'm saying? You gotta work with me though. Y'all listen, y'all got to work with me.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
Hey man, listen, Jake the Snake Paul got a following from social media. Y'all go back. I remember when this man was on Vine. Y'all remember Vine? I don't think Vine no longer is in existence anymore. Is around anymore, right? I don't think it exists anymore. I'm like, you know what, dog? All you got to do is build you a social media following. It's not easy to do, though. It takes a level of skill and talent, and it depends on which genre that you decide to get in. And it takes patience. You could build a following. You get a one-eyed Charleston White, 48 years old, getting in the ring with one of the Island Boys in a boxing match. In a boxing match. Everybody on social media, yeah, nigga Charleston White, was you see? Nigga Charleston White, dog, yeah, but him and one of the Island Boys. He promoted the fight. That's more popping. People know more about that than the real boxing match. Bro, hey, this shit is backwards. This is ass backwards, bro. It's ass backwards. But this is where we at right now. This shit is about attention, clickbait, lies, deception, gossip, shit talking, threats, typing in all caps, gun emojis, demon face emojis, swag, clout, and fashion. True. Oh man, yeah. This where it's at in America. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers who doing it, who really doing it, they ain't, they ain't, you get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Kendall Price. What you say in Memphis? They were the only states that would sanction the fight. Wow. Hey, Mr. B1, what you say, fam? He say, Coach, nothing mainly. He said, Hall of Game say Bud posts every day on YouTube. Yeah. Bud got a social media team. I met them. Man, a good dude, man. What the brother name? Y'all can follow him too. What his name is? Forgot his name. He the one take all of the hold on. All right. I got. What was this? What? Somebody sending me something from Indeed. Something my name is Evelyn from Indeed. I got a job offer for you. I don't need no job. I created a job for myself. True. But if I had to go back to work, I would. If I had to go back to work, I would. That's one thing about me. I do not mind working. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. You know what I mean? To take care of the family. But I've been fortunate enough to create a job for myself. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. But it's boxing. I'm saying for me being a content creator, I'm gonna tell you guys from my perspective. All of this shit is like boxing online to me. The way I see it, it's no different from Tasha K. It's no different from Divested Zealot. It's no different from RIP to Kevin Samuels, the Manosphere, the Angry Man podcast, Hassan Campbell, Vlad TV, Adam 22, Whack 100, The Breakfast Club, It Is What It Is podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. All of this shit is the same thing. Boxing podcast, it's all a part of the same vein. I'm telling you what I know. This shit ain't, it's all have been, and I've been, listen, I've been talking, if you've been over here for a while, I've been talking about this for the past couple of years. I said, man, we're going to be covering fights on Twitter. If you've been here for a while, you know, I've been saying that for about over two and a half years. I said, man, this shit's so funny, man. We're going to be covering fights on Twitter, dog. What we doing? Don't we cover fights on Twitter? Oh, man, you remember not too long, man. You remember what you saw what Tank said? What Tank told Devin Haney on Twitter? You know, we shooting videos about what Tank said of Devin Haney on Twitter, and Devin Haney, what he said back to Tank on Twitter, and what Shakur said on Twitter. Twitter beefs starting. Yeah. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So once I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. Shit, hey man, listen, man. You either gonna get down or lay down. Shout out to Mo Brains. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said, thank you, Al Heyman, for the fall of American boxing. Hey, how you gonna blame Al Heyman, fam? Come on, Mo. Mo. Hey, check this out, Mo. Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. Hey, yo, Mo. Why you gonna blame Al, fam? Come on, fam. We can't blame Al. Fam. Shout out to Skulo. Listen, hey, Skulo, this is why I don't take it serious. Because there's nothing to be serious about. Okay, y'all check this out. Here go Oscar De La Hoya. Let me show y'all Oscar De La Hoya. Y'all want to see some fake outrage? I'm finna show y'all some fake outrage. This is what you call fake outrage. Let's go right here. Everybody walk your body. Everybody walk your body. Walk. Attention, everybody. Want to show you a brand new dance. You jitterbugs don't know nothing about that. It's called the walk. Let your body talk till you deep in a trance. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that, man. That's for you jitterbugs time, man. That's for you jitterbugs time. You get what I'm saying? That's for y'all time. Y'all wasn't even in the nut sex when that song came out. Some of y'all weren't even in the nut sex. Anyway, listen, y'all want to hear some fake outrage? Here you go.
Time of the week again. Time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. So it was reported last week that the TKO group is attempting to amend the Muhammad Ali Act, and the writing is on the wall. Fighters beware. The Ali Act was put into place back in 2000 to protect fighters by assuring them financial transparency, contract fairness, protecting them from other conflicts of interest, etc., etc. AKA, it protects fighters from being taken advantage of.
In the fifth, my ass goes down.
You know what? I'm gonna let them finish, then I'm gonna talk.
And now, of course, as TKO prepares to enter the boxing space, the first thing they want to do is change this act and leave fighters vulnerable. TKO needs this to change so they can implement the exact same unethical business tactics in boxing,
strictly business,
that they used to create a monopoly with the UFC.
Was all this legal?
Think about this. The UFC was sued by their own fighters for this unethical shit. They recently settled on a $375 million antitrust lawsuit.
Absolutely fucking not.
Over claims they used illegal practices to suppress fighters' wages.
You guys are getting paid?
And rival promoters. Their own fighters sued them over this. And after all that, They're coming to another sport and trying to do the exact same fucking thing. Look, Dana White is douchebag of the year, always flaunting his relationship with President Donald Trump, and is very clearly banking on this getting pushed through using that connection. Feels like it's a bribe. So to make things easy to understand, this new league, TKO, is planning on paying fighters whatever they want, which will likely be pennies on the dollar based on the existing UFC model. The same model that leaves their fighters in broken bodies and empty bank accounts.
Spare some change.
The latest heartbreaking example is former UFC fighter Ben Askren, who needed a double lung transplant and couldn't afford it. So he publicly had to ask for help.
None of these people like Dana or anyone stepping in.
This is exactly my point. They don't give a fuck about boxing.
Don't be foolish. We both know the name of this game. And it sure as hell ain't pugilism.
Or fighters, or putting their lives on the line. They care about their bottom line and their stock price.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
Scumbags will always be scumbags, and every move they make is so fucking predictable.
You're predictable.
The Ali Act is there for a good reason. I've been a promoter, for 24 years now, and I've never wanted one change in the Ali Act because I'm about fairness and helping fighters. The fact that this is the first move they want to make in boxing tells you everything you need to know.
Thank you.
TKO will lie and tell you it's better for everyone
It's not a lie if you believe it.
this way and distract you by saying they were changing boxing and trying to unify it. They're doing the opposite. They're just fucking pigs with fucking lipstick. I'm telling you now, this is a warning to all fighters.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
There is zero reason to want to change the Muhammad Ali Act whatsoever. And this is a huge red flag to the entire boxing community. TKO remains TK no. And remember, folks, you're never a hater if you only speak the facts. It's your favorite.
All right, this is too easy to destroy, but I'm going to let him talk and then stop. Let's go.
Time of the week again. Time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. So it was reported last week that the TKO group is attempting to amend the Muhammad Ali Act, and the writing is on the wall. Fighters beware.
All right, so he says the TKO is attempting to amend the Muhammad Ali Act, which is true. They are doing that. And fighters beware, the writing is on the wall and all that stuff there. All right, all of that is true. Oscar De La Hoya spoke some truth in this clapback. The issue that I have is he's not being all the way truthful. He's telling part truths, half truths, without being all the way truthful. Let's go. I wrote some notes down. So he says that what TKO is doing is unethical. You mean they are doing the same unethical things that boxing promoters do today? Show me an ethical boxing promoter in boxing in America right now. You can't show me any. Oscar De La Hoya damn show ain't ethical. Let's continue. Illegal practices. He said they're looking to perform illegal practices. Well, boxing promoters in today's time, you guys have found a way to subvert the Muhammad Ali Act, i.e. Al Heyman. Al Heyman, PBC is a promotional company / not a promotional company. He's the manager of the fighters. And he works through other promotional companies like Tom Brown Promotions, Samson Lewis, Louis DeCubas, who are known to be aligned with PBC. And he's able to control them through that. He just found a way to get around it, to subvert the Muhammad Ali Act. The same thing that you're saying that the TKO is trying to do. Well, they're trying to change the law. Talking about conflict of interest. If that ain't a conflict of interest, I don't know what is. You're using my lawyers. You're using my accountants. You're using the promoter that we work with. And I'm managing you. True. Let's continue. Fighters have sued the UFC. That is true. Fighters have sued the UFC for unethical practices. But guess what? Fighters have also sued boxing promoters like Golden Boy, like PBC, Al Heyman, or whatever the case may be. Maybe I don't know if Al Heyman did get sued by other promotional companies, but you sue the PBC for unethical practices for stealing your fighters. Fighters have sued Bob Arum. Fighters have sued Oscar De La Hoya. So you're saying that, oh man, their own fighters have sued them. You mean very similar to the way your fighters have sued you? True. You act like you act like you don't get sued from fighters. So that's another one right there. I don't know why the hell he said that. Using political connections in order to make changes in boxing. Well, I'll be damned. When does that have ever been new to the sport of boxing? Don't y'all use your political connections with sanctioning bodies to get certain fighters moved a certain direction? It ain't but a handful of fighters making a lot of money. I told y'all the average pay of a boxer in America, the average pay of a fighter is not much. You got over 3,000 fighters in America. It ain't a bunch of Tank Davises walking around. There's not a you only got like 0.1% that's making a whole lot of money. When I say that, I mean $1 million or more. 0.1% making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million or more. It ain't a bunch of Canelos running around. You got John Riders, he came up and got a Canelo fight. It's a whole bunch of goddamn fighters in America ain't making nothing. These niggas working 9 to 5 jobs and boxing part-time. So don't talk to me about pay. Y'all ain't paying no fighters. Let's see the average pay of a Golden Boy fighter. Your last fighter, Kid Austin, made $100 and something thousand fighting Tevin Farmer. And that's big money for him. All right, so let's load that up. He's making an emotional plea to the fans and the boxers. Fighters beware. Using scare tactics. Maybe you can come up here to Golden Boy. We'll treat you right. Is that why all of your fighters left you and went with PBC? Was it Deontay Wilder a Golden Boy fighter? Didn't he leave you? Errol Spence, Golden Boy fighter, didn't he leave you? Keith Thurman was a Golden Boy fighter in the Charlos, didn't they leave you? All of them left you for a reason and went with Al Heyman. So, and he talk about what Dana White, he lies to the fighters. Okay, well, I be damned. So Dana White is doing the same thing that you do, Oscar, a lot of fighters. The same thing Eddie Hearn do, a lot of fighters. The same thing promoters do. Promoters lie. That's what promoters do. If Dana White is a scumbag, he ain't no more bigger scumbag than you are or any other American promoter. Welcome to the fight game, partner. You guys have found a way to subvert the Muhammad Ali Act. Do I like TKO trying to get people in Congress to get that bill changed? No. But you got to explain to me all the shit y'all have done. How the hell someone like, and shout out to Al Heyman, he found a way to get around it. Contrary to popular belief, all these fighters ain't making millions of dollars. You got a handful of fighters that's making millions. You got another level above them. That's the exception to the rule. That make more than the average, that make more than the mid-tier fighters. And then you have the super mega star fighters. Over here in America, what super mega star fighters you have? Well, you got Canelo out of Mexico. Then you got Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence. Caleb Plant ain't no super mega star fighter. He more of a mid-tier fighter. The Charlos are mid-tier fighters. The Mises Andrade are mid-tier fighters. They made a little money. They made some change. Then you have up under them, it's nothing. It's the bottom. True. Listen, up under those fighters, it's the bottom. Everybody ride around with Lambos and through a thigh doors. That's one of the biggest lies in boxing. So if Dana White is a shit eater, and I don't doubt that he is, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know the man. He is no different of a shit eater than you are. So miss me with the fake outrage. Because y'all been shitting on fighters for years. That's what y'all do. Boxing is fucked up in America because of y'all, because of Oscar De La Hoya, because of top ranks and the shout out the top ranks because of the PBCs and the Scamps and Lewis and the Louis DeCubas and the Tom Browns and all that stuff there. Y'all are the reason why it's just the way it is right now. Fighters complaining right now. Hit the nigga with back end. I'm gonna give you, you gonna get the back end. We gonna hit you with the back end. Well, how much money you want? Yeah, don't worry about it, baby boy. Take these $5. You gonna get the other $2 million on the back end. Back end money that they don't even see. So miss me with that. True. Yeah, miss me with that. You get what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Alashikh was put into place back in 2000 to protect fighters by assuring them financial transparency, contract fairness.
So he said the Ali Act was put together by Congress or whatever to protect fighters by ensuring them transparency, financial transparency. You want me to believe that Oscar De La Hoya and these American promoters are having financial transparency with these fighters because of the Muhammad Ali Act is there? You want me to believe that? Is that what you telling me, Oscar? The Ali Act there now. We sure know got to give some financial transparency now. Transparency. That's what we got to do. You want me to believe that, fam? Didn't Canelo sue you, Oscar De La Hoya? Wasn't you sued by Canelo, Mr. Transparency? Let's continue.
Protecting them from other conflicts of interest, etc., etc.
You mean the conflict of interest like you backdoor Canelo to try to double dip and get some more money, get money from the zone? You signed Canelo up to a 10-fight, $360-something million deal that he didn't know nothing about with the zone? You mean that conflict of interest? Let's continue.
AKA, it protects fighters from being taken advantage of.
In the fifth, my ass goes down.
So the Ali Act is protect fighters from being taken advantage of. So you want me to believe that ain't no fighter being taken advantage of, because of the Ali Act. That's what you want me to believe. No fighter is being taken advantage of because of the Muhammad Ali Act. Let's continue.
And now, of course, as TKO prepares to enter the boxing space, the first thing they want to do is change this act and leave fighters vulnerable.
You mean the same fighters who are vulnerable now? See, this is what it is, right? This is what it is. Oscar De La Hoya don't like Dana White. Dana White don't like Oscar De La Hoya. So every chance Oscar De La Hoya gets, he's going to defecate on Dana White because he look at him as a direct threat to his sport from a financial standpoint. And every chance Dana White gets, he's going to defecate on Oscar De La Hoya. These are millionaire problems. Both of these guys are rich. What is it? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. See, I don't have a dog in the race. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. According to Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Let's go here. According to Sportskeeda, whatever, Dana White is 55 years old, 3 children, married. And Dana White has a net worth. Dana White has a net worth of $500 million. According to Sportskeeda. He has a net worth of $500 million. Let's look up Oscar De La Hoya. Let's look up Oscar De La Hoya net worth. According to Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Oscar De La Hoya has a net worth of $200 million. So you know what I see? I see 2 9-figure niggas arguing, debating, and beefing with each other online. Oscar De La Hoya cannot identify with the regular average fighter. And he damn sure can identify with me. Dana White cannot identify with the regular average fighter. He damn sure can identify with me. One guy got a net worth of $500 million beefing with another guy who got a net worth of $200 million. One guy got a net worth of $200 million beefing with another guy who got a net worth of $500 million. That's what I see.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Nothing more, nothing less.
True.
That's it. That's all. Nothing to see here. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So all this, so miss me with the fake outrage. And, yeah, I'm pleading out to the fighters. Oscar, you ain't pleading out to nothing. It's the biggest sham. No, we see what's going on. What's going to happen, going to happen. If Congress changed the Muhammad Ali Act, so be it. Y'all found a way to get around it anyways. The Muhammad Ali Act was there, but that didn't stop Canelo from suing you, from having a conflict of interest, working side deals and stuff like that. You can't be talking about, yeah, man, the UFC, they sued their own fighters. You know, the UFC fighters sued them. They got sued by their own fighters. Oh, you mean the exact same way you got sued by your own fighter, Oscar? It's amazing. You throw a rock to make Dana White look bad, which I don't know Dana White. Don't know Oscar De La Hoya. But the same thing you accusing him of, it's the same thing that's happening to you. You can't make this up.
True.
That's all I'm saying, fam. You can't talk about fighters suing them because you don't you get sued by your fighters? Yeah, that is true. That is, don't talk about conflict of interest because we got promotional companies. Well, you know, I'm an advisory company. I'm gonna advise you to do your fights through the promoters that we control, while at the same time, I'm gonna get an advisory / management fee from you. So I'm gonna get a cut from the promoter that I'm advising you to use to fight through for your fight while being signed to the PBC from an advisory standpoint. We got the Muhammad Ali Act, so we got to be transparent. We got to be fair to the fighters. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam.
True.
Cut it out. Hey, man, shout out to my brother Damien for being a member, man, for 33 months. He said, I'm going to keep banging this drum. If Turk ain't involved, it's a share. Man.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, look, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Boxing is a business. Don't nobody care now about these fighters. Just being honest with you. Oscar De La Hoya don't care no more about a fighter than Dana White do. Dana White don't care no more about a fighter than Bob Arum do. Bob Arum don't care no more about a fighter than Al Heyman do. Al Heyman don't care no more about a fighter than Louis DeCubas or Scamps and Liars do. The Scamps and Liars don't care no more about a fighter than doggone Eddie Hearn do or Frank Warren. Miss me with the fake moral outrage. All of them are part of the same team. They got me and you thinking that they not. Both of y'all 9-figure niggas. How can you not be on the same team? From a socioeconomic standpoint, I'm not even in the same stratosphere as you. We got to look out for our fighters. Dana, why do you want to take advantage of them? Come over to Golden Boy. We're going to take good care of you. You're going to have an undefeated record. You're going to be 40-0. 48 knockouts. We got plenty of cherries for you to fight over here. We're gonna take care of you. Motherfucker making $5 and motherfucker making $20 a fight over there. We want to make the best fights possible, guys. The only way you're gonna make the best fights possible is with Turki Alashikh. 1 minute, Oscar talked trash about Turki Alashikh, but he got his fighters fighting on Turki Alashikh cards. Do you notice that? You get what I'm saying? Hey, you get what I'm saying? How you gonna, hey, listen, how you gonna talk trash? How you gonna talk trash about the man? Hey, shout out to Mr. Boy. Salute to you, brother. How you gonna talk trash about a man in one breath? But every time I turn around, you got a Golden Boy fighter fighting on Turki Alashikh card. Make it make sense. I'm just asking. Turki Alashikh don't know what he's doing. Next thing I know, you got a Golden Boy fighter fighting on this card, getting his ass whipped. I don't like Turki Alashikh, though. Why you doing business with him? Because I need the money. My fighter's always losing, they say. Fighter's always losing, huh? Yeah. Hey, what you say? Hey, Big Mason, and they all lose. They always lose. Hey, Mason, you know why they lose, right?
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Hey, you know why they lose? Because he got them in the witness protection program, fam.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Hey, you get what I'm saying? Got him in the witness protection program. Well, listen, we're gonna give him the Jaime Munguia special. The Jaime Munguia special. What that is? Don't worry, you're gonna love it. I promise you. You know, I'm gonna love it. What is it? Jaime Munguia special. I'm kind of scared. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Listen. I'm gonna sign you this year. Listen, when you sign the Golden Boy promotions, you guarantee to be 10-0 within the next couple of years. 18 months, you're gonna be 10-0. Promise you that. 6 months after that, you're gonna be 20-0. We got you on the fast track, see? We got you on the fast track. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be 35-0 before it's over with. Like we was better. You know what I mean? 35-0. He got in there with Shakur. We saw what happened. This shit about matchmakers, smoking mirrors, magic tricks. Hey, what you say? Kerry say, he say, Coach, I seen managers go as far as hiding stolen money in the travel expenses. Wow. They would save money off a fighter's purse and have it moved to travel expenses. Hey, you know what? You make a good point. You make a good point. Yep. You make a good point, fam. Yeah. Yeah. Make a good point. Hey man, shout out to Rosin over there on Twitch. Shout out to Rosin. Rosin, what's going on? What's happening? Over there on Twitch. Salute to you. Hey, hold on, let me tell you something. They talk about how much we care about fighters. Manny Pacquiao, 75 years old. Manny Pacquiao, 75 years old. Came out of retirement. Now you know they don't talk them out of retirement. Hey Manny, look at you still got it. You still got it. I still got it. I still got it. You think so, Al? Yeah, you still got it, man. I'm telling you, man. Look at you, man. Now, I got a good fight for you. A good fight. Good fight. What that is? I got one for you. We got Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios, we got him on ice right now. We saving him for you, Manny. Like you can take him. He the weakest welterweight, in the welterweight division right now. You think so? Well, why you want me to come back? And listen, Manny, I know you're 75 years old. Don't worry about it, but we need you, baby. You ain't gonna get hurt. Don't worry about it. Do you think anybody was caring about Manny Pacquiao? Man, I know you're broke. I know money ain't doing good. Yeah, Al, I'm waiting on them other $39 million that you told me you was gonna pay me. That's supposed to come on the back end. Look. Don't you get $1 million every year? Yeah, I do get $1 million every year, but I want all of my money now. Look here, baby boy, check it out. Do you trust me, baby? Do you trust me? I'm not taking advantage of you because we got the Muhammad Ali Act. Yeah, I know we got the Muhammad Ali Act, but it don't seem to be working because you still slow rolling me my money. But listen, baby boy, check this out. Don't worry about that. I'm getting you $1 million a year. What I owe you? You owe me 39 more million, and I'm gonna give you $1 million a year for the next 39 years. True. Next 39 years, you know, you live in the Philippines, so that $1 million, you like a billionaire over there with $1 million. So don't worry about that. Just keep living over there. Don't come over here now. Just keep living over there. The meal gonna be in the mail, or we gonna wire it to you. To this day. You get what I'm saying? Nigga, please. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Back end promotions. And listen, anybody getting money on the back end right now in boxing, you just need to slap yourself at this point. You ain't gonna see that back end. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna see that back end. You ain't gonna see that. Bro, bro, I'm gonna tell any fighter that's listening to this telecast right now, who may hear it in the future. If you sign with a promotional company and they giving you low money in the beginning, and they selling you, look, man, look here, baby boy, take this $500, take this $250 right now. Take this $250, 6-pack of Corona, whole canned cheese sandwich, 13 tacos, a quarter Slick Smoke Liquor Bull, 12-pack of Coke 45, 1 Heineken, 1985 Toyota Corolla. And how much you said you wanted? I wanted $5 million. You gonna get the other $5 million on the back end. True. Y'all remember these niggas online talking about something? Yeah, Terry Crawford stupid. She spent got way more money. He get his money on the back end. These niggas don't even know. These niggas don't even know what back end is. Yeah, he get his money. He get his money on the back end. You still waiting on the back end, fam? I remember Floyd Mayweather say, "Yeah, listen. I'm still getting money. I'm still cashing checks. I'm still getting money from when I fought Pacquiao 10 years ago. I'm still getting checks from 2013, 2014, 2015. Oh, you wills? So no, that tell me you ain't get all your money up front. That's you know what I mean. You ain't, no. Listen, Al told me that they got my money in some junk bonds. We got some junk bonds. Our money is in the money in the junk bonds, right? Yeah, the money's in junk bonds right now. We got junk bonds. The money is in. You get what I'm saying? You know, we invested in some jewelry. We got $10 million worth of jewelry from Benny the Jeweler. Oh, you mean, so you paid Benny the Jeweler $10 million for that jewelry? Yeah, that's an investment. You mean that same jewelry that he paid about $500,000 for? True. You bought Benny the Jeweler got $100,000 of Temu slum jewelry. Benny the Jeweler got $100,000 of Temu slum jewelry. He sell one piece, he don't made his money back. He got a suitcase full of chains, watches, Cuban zirconia, his earrings. Man got $100,000 suitcase full of jewelry. I sold, listen, I got these diamond studs right here. He go to diamond tester, test it. You using a diamond tester that the jeweler gave you to test the diamonds. What you think it's gonna read? You know, I ain't the smartest guy. Hey, Schoolo, I ain't the smartest guy in the world. But this my thing. You listen, you got a neck full of slum Temu jewelry. You got a neck full of slum Temu jewelry. That Benny the Jeweler, the Jew, that's what Bill Haney said. He said called him Benny the Jew. You know what I mean? But Benny the Jeweler, you know, he don't sold you a neck full of Temu jewelry. Benny the Jeweler, right? $100,000, he got $100,000 in his briefcase. He don't sold you one piece for $1 million. You know what, baby boy? Check it out. This is what we gonna do. Hey, Schoolo, check it out, baby boy. I normally don't do this, but I fuss with you. You good people. This piece normally costs $1 million. But you know what? Since you're my people, just give me 750. True. Just give me a light 750 and we'll call it a day. 750? Yeah. You gonna knock off a whole $250,000? Yeah, I'm gonna do that for you. I'm gonna do that for you, baby boy, because I rocks with you. Oldest trick in the book. Listen, I took marketing class. That's marketing 101. Anytime you see something on sale and they got you thinking, yeah, I'm getting this TV normally costs $2,800. I'm getting it today from Best Buy for $1,500. You do know that the TV really costs $1,500. You do know that, right? I mean, they got it for less than that, but the TV already, they got it for like $750, but they selling it to you for they were selling it for $2,800. But they gonna let you get it on sale for $1,500. So they making $800 more than what they paid for. Oldest trick in the book. Make them think, he getting the jug. You get what I'm saying? True. Nigga think, hey, Schoolo, make him think he getting the jug. Yeah, boo, nigga, I don't came up, nigga, I got it, nigga. He don't knock down $250 for me, nigga. You get what I'm saying? Nigga don't knock down $250. That's what I'm talking about. I'm finna go to the club and stunt. You don't rob the man, nigga. Don't went to the club, don't got robbed for that fugazi. Hey, shout out to Benny. Hey, shout out to the Cardenas. Hey, look here, man. The man's entire neck don't turn green. The man's entire neck don't turn green. Nigga got gangrene on his neck. Damn, dog, you got an infection on your neck, man. Why your neck turning colors like that? Why? What happened, dog? What happened? What's all that fungus on your neck? What you mean? Dang, is my chains getting messed up? Dude, I think them chains, how much you pay for that? Oh, I got it for $750. Yeah, dog, you might need to take that back, dog. That shit, your neck turning green, dog. You got that gangrene. Nigga, don't worry about it. I got some more money coming on the back end. You still waiting on that back end, huh? Talk about the Muhammad Ali Act. Yo, listen, every promoter in boxing don't find out a way to subvert that act. Every last one of them. Because when they come up, because it's not these promoters don't care about protecting no fighters. You think they care about protecting fighters? You honestly believe that Oscar De La Hoya care about protecting fighters? No. Ask Canelo. Ask Canelo, does he care about protecting fighters? That's all I'm saying. Hey, shout out to Cool Boy Curry. Hey, Cool Boy, you dig? Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah, man. Say shout out to Bernard. Yeah, shout out to Bernard Hackett. Salute to you, brother. What do you say? Say fighters and their teams need to be their own best PR. Facts. I totally agree with that, brother. Shout out to Bernard Hackett. Yeah, fighters and their team. Listen, see, this is the thing, right? This is what I want all these young fighters to understand. You ain't got to believe nothing I say. But I know social media. You know boxing. You know how to train. You know how to make weight. You know all of that. But I know social media. I do this shit every day. If you don't learn how to brand yourself, connect with people, build a grassroots following, I don't give a damn what promotional company you sign to. They ain't gonna make you big and make you blow up. The promoters in America today have lost all of the networks. ESPN, when it comes to boxing, they're gone. Showtime, when it comes to boxing, they're gone. HBO, when it comes to boxing, they left in 2018. You got PBC, but they working with Amazon, but they got to pay for their own fights. This is why you see PBC fighters have fights far and few. This is why you see a lot of PBC fighters, what are they doing? They're fighting on Riyadh season cards. Did you notice that? Top ranked fighters are fighting on Riyadh season cards. ESPN is gone. So if you're a fighter in today's time and you're looking to build your brand, the days of, I'm going to sign to a record label. In today's time, the record label in boxing would be the promotional company. And once people find out I'm signed to Universal, they find out I'm signed to Columbia Records, they find out I'm signed to Def Jam, That's gonna make them automatically wanna check me out because I'm with Def Jam. Well, in boxing, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, you signed to Def Jam, but so what, nigga? We ain't checking for you. You got to know how to get my attention. Social media is about getting people's attention. What is it about you that make people likely to want to follow you, likely to want to keep up with you? I can teach a class on this myself. And I am offering classes that I'm going to be doing for just the average everyday person who want to know how to make it on social media. I know I said I was going to do this a while ago, but my partner told me I really need to do it. I'm the best person to learn from. Why? Because y'all remember when I had the iPhone. So y'all remember when I had this. Y'all remember when I used to shoot phones with the iPhone 7 and the green screen. I came from this to a whole lot of other equipment later. Understand SEO very well. I understand keyword research very well. I know how to build a grassroots movement. I am the perfect example. I can speak and I can articulate. I'm more popular than a lot of you fighters. Literally. Just being honest. Hell, the average YouTube channel online, they know some of these niggas is known for clickbait and all that shit there, but it is what it is. Some of them hoe ass niggas is even more known than some of these fighters. They ain't got no integrity or nothing, but it is what it is. The fighter, whatever PR team that you get, they better understand how to how to build your brand, how to connect with the people, how to build a grassroots following. And in this day and time with social media, it's really not that hard to do. It takes some hard work and some consistency. What is it about your personality that people can gravitate to? Understand the psychology of how people operate when it comes to them deciding whether they want to follow you or not. Because if you're a lame ass nigga, people ain't gonna follow you anyways if you're a lame ass nigga. But even a lame can find jewels in building a following if he do it right. You got to know what's going on in the day's time. It's not as simple as I'm a boxer. This nigga, so what? Whoop-de-doo. Can you sell tickets? Do you know how to, can you draw flies to shit? How do people respond when they see you? What do you do on a daily basis to build your brand, to build your name? Oh man, I ain't know. I'm just a fighter. I don't do all that social media, that marketing stuff. Guess what? You're going to be a broke fighter. True. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. You're going to be a broke fighter. Because the days of the promotional company, the promotional company, the promotional company, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sign the top rank and we're ESPN. ESPN gone. Shout out to Jamie. He said my 54th birthday will retire in 364 days, God willing. All right, shout out to Jamie. Hey, okay. I just read the super chat. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't with all that. Nigga, I'm gonna let my hands do the. Listen, this is a true story. I had a fighter, I think he's from Omaha, Nebraska. I forgot the brother's name. He used to be a Bomac fighter or something like that. I forgot this dude's name. Damn, I forgot this young fighter name. But I saw him at the Pro Box event right in Plant City, Florida. I was in the back with them. Bud was there. Bomac, Coach Red. Was Coach Red there? Or was it Esau? I know it was Bud, Bomac, Coach Red, and Esau. And Ashley was there. And this fighter, I ain't gonna say his name. I forgot his name anyway, but he's from Omaha, Nebraska. I think he's from Omaha. I think he's from Omaha. Young fighter. Bomac was like, this was like a year and a half ago. Bomac was like, damn, I forgot this dude. Oh man, I forgot this dude's name, bro. Cause I want to say the dude's name. Cause I met his grandfather. His grandfather was there. We in the back. Commissioner come back there. Watch the hands get wrapped. Matter of fact, Kevin Davis was there too. Kevin Davis was there too. Kevin Davis, Keyshawn Davis' brother was there too, because Bomac was there training him. And the young brother told me he used to be on the Boston Boys sometimes. I forgot the nigga name. I forgot the nigga name. You know what I mean? He was like, so Bomac was like, yeah, man, why don't you interview such and such? I didn't even come there. I ain't had no camera equipment or nothing. I didn't come there to interview nobody. I just came there just to, anytime Bomac and them come near Tampa to the Pro Box event, he'll hit me up, he'll call me. I'll pull up, we'll sit there and talk, you know what I mean? After the fight, we may go get something to eat or whatever and just chill. You get what I'm saying? Whatever. And I'll go back home and Bomac and them will go back to the hotel and get ready to go. Cause Bomac and Red and them, they be everywhere. The jitterbug told me, he said, I don't do interviews. I let my hands do the talking for me. Do you know what I told that jitterbug? I say, jitterbug, who said that I was here to interview you? Nah, you know what? I heard Bomac told you to give me an interview. Yeah, man, I don't even know who you is. Somebody said Lester. Somebody said Lester. That might be the name. Yeah, Lolo. That's who it was. Lolo. That's who it was. Shout out to SS Ryder. It was Lolo. That's who it was. I don't even know this whole name right. Lolo told me that he don't do interviews. I didn't even ask Lolo for an interview. I didn't even know who he was. True. I think his name Lolo Harris or something like that. I could be wrong. I think his name Lolo Harris or whatever. Hey, Bishop Bullwinkle, I didn't even know who this dude was, bro. I swear to God, I didn't know who he was. Nigga was acting Hollywood with me. Man, I didn't know who you was. I don't do interviews. I'm not here to interview you. That's one. And two, you gonna let your hands do the talking for you? You gonna be a broke fighter. True. I promise you that. You young, don't do no talking, in the social media era, you don't know how to market yourself, you don't know how to promote yourself. And the biggest things that's going in boxing is gonna be True Media Podcasts, as well as others. You got the Boxing Boys and all that stuff there, but it is what it is over here at this point. But the simple fact, and I told him, I say, look, no, I didn't tell him anything after that. Bomac he say, what's up? Did you interview him? You gonna interview him or what? What happened? I said, well, Bo, with all due respect, I didn't come here to do no interview, but I interview him because me and Bomac cool. Bomac, my guy. I say, but the man, I didn't say two words to him. As soon as you said that, and I was already sitting down in the back, and him and his granddaddy was sitting right next to each other, he looked at me. I guess he thought I was going to ask him for an interview. And before I said a word, he said, I don't do interviews. But then he said, it ain't no disrespect, man. I hope you don't take it personal. I said, no, I don't take it personal at all. I say, fam, I wasn't even here to interview you. I don't even know who you is. Which is the truth. I ain't never heard of the nigga before. So But this is what I tell y'all. If they doing that on that level, a no-name nigga, if they doing that on that level, just imagine what it's like when you dealing with your favorite fighter on a higher level. I told y'all, these fighters don't like y'all like that. I've been around fighters on a higher level before. Boxing is the only sport to where they will potentially shit on their fans. The people that matter who would determine whether they're popping or not based on the perception on social media. I'm dead serious. Who you think it is? Hey, who you think it is? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Who you think it is? You did?
Who you think it is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't say
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
huh? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Hey, look like we got an old troll in here. Pauline, dismiss him. Create another account. I know you will. True. Hey, shout out to Jamie. He said, Coach, I guess Lolo had no idea Bud invited you out there. No, I mean, no, it don't matter. Like, no, Bud didn't invite me. That wasn't true. That was Bomac. That was Bomac. He said, go rest. He said, what was Bomac's response? Bomac said he said, I think Bomac said, I think he said that was his loss or he gonna learn. I think he said he gonna learn. I told Bomac what he said. And he said, yeah. He said he gonna learn. That's what Bomac said. Not it was his loss. I think he said he gonna learn. That's what he said. Hey, shout out to Bishop Bullwinkle. Salute to you, fam. She said, where's the troll? I had this guy blocked a while ago. I'll go ahead and block him. Let me see. Where he at? Where you at? I'll get you myself. You funny. Create another account. I know you will. Oh, wait a minute. Is he over here? Nah, he over here. Let's see. Where he at? Let me go ahead and get you off the block. Get your bitch ass off the block right now, sir. Send you back to your mammy house. Where is this fuck nigga at? Where is this nigga at? I don't know how I unblock you. How I unblock you before? Hold on. Let me go back over here. I'll find him. Anyway, let's give everybody a round of applause. Here you go. Here you go right here. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. He's on the screen. If you find him, invite him to the block party. This been my troll. This been a troll that's been following me for a long time, since 2021. If you find him, get him off the block. Send him back to his mammy house. Create another account. I know you will. True. Yeah, get rid of him for me. Anyways, it is what it is. Shout out to Brass Garage, Damian Bennett, Mo Brains. Shout out to Mike MVP, The Opinion Sports Show. Let's just give a shout out to the callers. Shout out to Jamie from New York, Martin from Oakland, Coach Eddie from the ATL, Reese from East Oakland, Martin from Jersey, Jared from B-More. Shout out to Yarmus from Brooklyn, Corey from Texas, and the dude named Keno from Brooklyn, man. Let's give the callers a round of applause. Shout out to the lovely Summer in November. Summer in November is here. Shout out to IBS. Shout out to Hollow Davis. Shout out to Poncho. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Shout out to my main man, the Cardenas. I said Damian Bennett already. Who else we got? Schoolo X-Man in the building. Let's see. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Clint Cummings. Shout out to Deal. Gold Rush. Shout out to who else we got, man? Somebody else I forgot on the list too. Shout out to Corey from Texas. I don't know what's going on with these names, but it's throwing me off a little bit, but that's okay. Shout out to Deal. Who else we have in the building, man? Who else we have in the building? Shout out to, let's see, Bishop Bullwinkle. Salute, brother. SS Ryder. Who else we have? Shout out to the Cardenas. They changed your name. They ain't changed everybody's name. Shout out to Schoolo. Shout out to Superman. Hey, I don't. You know what? The other chat is not doing that though. That's the crazy part about it. The other chat isn't doing that. I want to send a special shout out, man, to the Tender Runners and PYTs and the Honey Dips. Much love to y'all. You know what I mean? We need to make a coalition with Dr. Umar Johnson, Back to Africa Movement, and the Snow Bunnies.
See your eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love, been party by the night. See your eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love, been party by the night. See your eyes shining, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of cream. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. It's me against the light, snow bunny. Moving on the bar, everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love, been party by the night.
Hey, hold on, Corey. Hey, Corey from Texas. Where Corey at? Corey say, well, Corey, where you at, fam? He said, how you a doctor and broke? You can't make this up. They got all these fancy titles. I'm Dr. Ifa Tume. I'm Dr. Ifa Tume. Ogun, Nshango, Pan-African, King Kong, Consciousness. You got all these adjectives and descriptive names and all of that stuff there. Bro, you got all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but you're panhandling.
True.
You're begging for money.
True.
You got a Pan-African movement with no money. That don't make no sense. Told you, boy, you talking about black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Man, you need to change that philosophy. Better go get your snow bunny with some good credit, you know what I mean, and got some money, or family got some money, because that's the only thing that's going to save the movement at this point. Hey, that be killing me. All these niggas in the class. Yeah, nigga, I'm Dr. This. Nigga, I'm a doctor. Okay, sir. You have a doctorate in what? What you mean? I'm a doctor. Don't worry about that. I got a doctor in psychology. Doctor in psychology. Okay, cool. Okay, so can you psychologically explain to me why you ain't got no money in your pocket? Why you can't get a job like everybody else? Why I need to send you my money? You can't work like everybody else working. Everybody else got a job. If you need money to take care of yourself and your mama, why don't you go get a job? What, you too good for a job? So you ain't too good to ask people who have a job to send you their money that they earn from their job, but you too good to get a job your goddamn self. True. Make it make sense. Shout out to Superman. Okay. Kenneth Johnson. Okay. Summer in November. Okay. SP got beats. Okay. Schoolo. Okay. Shout out to Clint Cummings. He said, call him up, coach. Hey, you know what? Hey, Clint. Hey, I got to get Dr. Umar's number. You know, he might be screening the call. Hey, listen, man. Listen, Dr. Umar. Ifatume. What you call yourself? Ifatume. Are you some kid to the R&B group Mtume? Y'all remember Mtume in the 80s? They made a song called Juicy Fruit and all that stuff there, Mtume. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know, you some kid in the Mtume. What's your name? What's your name is Ifatume. Like nigga be coming up with these old crazy ass names. These niggas be coming all these crazy. I don't know what the fuck is Ifatume. Do anybody know what that is? True. Shout out to Mr. Samantha Ken. Ifatume and Talib Kwalib, whatever his name is. The man got too many names. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Talk of San Diego. Salute, fam. Okay. Shout out to say Eddie Kane in the building. Okay. Yeah, we got Eddie Kane. We got to send him some money, fam. We trying to keep the school, trying to save a school that we don't own, that ain't been open yet. So I was like, is it worth sending you the money to save the school at this point? Because we haven't benefited from the school yet. You know, it's people was 5 years old when you was collecting money for the school 15 years ago, and then almost somewhere around that time, and now guess what? They 20 years old now. Nigga don't went to college, you know, graduated from the Army, the Marines. You get what I'm saying? Big Papa needs to eat. Big Papa, listen, Big Papa needs to eat. You get what I'm saying? The prince, you know, the prince. Listen, I'm the prince. Listen, the prince of paying pieces.
Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, International Africans.
International Africans, hit the PayPal. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Pay.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.